The countdown's always weird.
I know.
Welcome to Good
Because
Times
I count it
Roll.
down, but then I'm just like, there we go. We're live now.
The best intro ever.
Welcome to Good Times Roll. We have a pet alligator somewhere.
His name's Steve.
Was he?
His name is Steve.
Did we get a I thought it was a crocodile.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
It
that.
might have been a
Yeah.
crocodile. I don't
Who
know.
has the eyeball?
That was what I
think
asked.
Thray
I thought
does.
Thray or Gregor, one of those two.
I definitely don't have it. I thought I gave it to someone. I thought I
Out
gave
of
it to Ray.
curiosity, because I want some theories. What do you guys think that Steve is up to right now?
By now, Steve has eaten his way out of the pit of corpses.
At the
He
very
did that a
least.
while ago.
At the very least.
You know what? I bet
Probably
he
went
has.
into hibernation.
I bet he has some like little crocodile grandkids. He's become king of the crocodiles.
You guys only left him like a month
He's eating
ago.
an-
I like to
he's eating
think.
antelopes.
I like to think
He works quick.
a bigger, stronger gold dragonborn found him, and he's his pet now.
Is he like rocking away on like a crocodile, like rocking chair?
Oh,
Just
God.
watching
He's
his
old.
He's probably
grandkids
a pair-
terrorize a pond.
No, he's probably a pair of boots in all reality.
Oh,
Oh,
That's really sad.
oh, too soon.
That comment brought to you by Executive Powder.
Hey.
Rogar's waking nightmare.
He like wakes up in a cold sweat every night, like boots.
Oh, that's fucked up. All right. So last week, you guys managed to escape Castle Silvervein with the wonderful aid of the summoned Earth Elemental, Galen's best friend,
Yeah.
Dwayne the Rock Elemental Johnson.
Nice.
we did it.
I can't even say it without laughing. It's such a good name.
Hey.
Like, anyways, made it down, escaped, managed to get out of town,
I'm just
met
happy
back
that
up
you
with
remembered.
Thray.
I didn't think Doug would remember. I kind of
Oh, how could I forget Dwayne?
At least, yeah. How could I forget?
Made it out of the city, met up with Thray, explained to a very confused Thray what was going on. Thray is my old player character, who is now an NPC in the story, and a sailor who finally got to prove these guys that he actually knows how to fucking sail, because they didn't believe him like a bunch of assholes. Not bitter about that at all. Not at all. Decided that they should probably get away from most of the stuff on the continent, since they probably wandered for, regicide. And is it minor regicide if they killed the princess too, or is it still just regicide?
Wait, what is regicide? What's the definition?
Killing of a king.
Yeah. So
Probably
like
regicide
minor
plus.
regicide, not because she's a minor, but just because she's
Oh.
not an actual
God
king.
damn it. Come on, man.
She's not a minor.
Okay, good.
She wasn't. She was an adult. That's what I was saying.
We're already not heroes. Let's not make it any worse.
No, it's not. You guys aren't like killing kids. That's
Not
where I
yet.
draw a hard line
Yeah.
at your murder hoboness.
We could.
Yeah, we're just not there yet. We haven't
No.
Give it time. Give it time.
Anyways,
Just you wait.
so got on the boat, went to the less than savory town of Brack. Brack is run by a thief king. There are two general rules. The rules are no murder and no drug use. Everything else goes. It's typically run by a number of different gangs. There are a very few unaffiliated establishments, which you guys managed to find your way to. Therese taking care of the restocking the boat, dock fees, all of that stuff. And you guys proceeded to go find a place to rest for the night, get some food, relax after your ridiculously harrowing last few days. So, you guys went to the Sea Scab, which is a lovely establishment. There is some dance, some sultry dancing shows going on the stage. Some
Am I
music.
dancing? Is that what's happening?
And then you met Kyler. What's your new character's name again?
We haven't met
Sorry,
him.
Regis.
Regis. You met.
You guys haven't really met him. I guess.
We just
Well,
kinda
so
like were
you
watching
saw-
the-
Do you have a friend named Kathy Lee?
Buddy, you can't.
Fuck yeah,
Spoiler
bro.
alert.
It's pumpkin.
I have a cat.
Spoiler
Speaking of
alert.
which, Regis, is your beard even longer than last time?
Mine?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
it grows, so yeah,
It keeps
technically.
growing.
How do you make it grow?
I haven't shaved it. Blood of my enemies, usually.
Nice. I
Yeah.
usually go with manure, but yours sounds more fun.
Or
A lot
add
more
like a
fun.
little oil to it after you rub the blood in. It like really gets that nice sheen.
Mhm.
That you just did something violent, I guess.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
So, anyways, getting back to the recap. You met Regis. I don't know.
We met a bald man. That's all we know.
It's
A
bald.
bald human, pretty heavily armored guy, playing a high stakes poker game. Not poker specifically, card game, against some unsavory types. They claimed that he was cheating after he took all their money. And then one of the players got him and his goons, this Triton Guido looking guy, got his goons to try and attack. And one of them accidentally punched Rogar, the giant golden dragonborn.
Accidentally, like
So-
he tripped and his fist came out.
Like he swung at Regis, missed, and swung around and punched Rogar right in the jaw.
Oh, that guy's gonna die.
Nah.
There appears to be some other smaller fights going on as these guys accidentally tripped into other people, knocked drinks out of waiters and waitresses' hands, that sort of thing.
Oh god, we're gonna blow this place. I'm
It's
sorry.
happening again.
So, mind you, this place is pretty big. There's roughly 200 people in this bar.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
a pretty big place because it's the only one of the only unaffiliated bars in the city.
Wow.
Like
A lot of
they get
people.
a lot of business. It is very packed. There is a balcony and a first floor. You guys are on the first floor off to the side, and that's where we started. So,
Damn.
Rogar, what do you want to do? Mind you,
Well-
you guys checked your weapons at the door.
Yep, no weapons.
So, there are no weapons. Also, the rule in the city is no murder, just to remind you of that.
Can we
Well-
murder in self-defense?
Nope.
Damn.
Well, so I was really into this card game, right? And I was like watching it. And everybody was excited. I was excited, and then dude punched me and didn't even really register for a second because the punch wasn't very strong. in my mind, didn't it? Kind of look over
Lost
and
your audio, Zach.
it's like, okay.
Oh, so it's not just me. You guys are losing it every minute,
Yeah.
once in a while too.
Yeah.
Lost your
Mhm.
Zachy. Nope.
No.
I need a screenshot of that face. Just fuck.
Right?
I get so angry because when we were testing this before we started streaming, there was no problems.
That's true.
And now, as soon as we
Must have
started
done
streaming,
something.
every once in a while I have to bounce out and come back in.
I blame-
Anyways,
I blame
so
Pumpkin.
it didn't register for a second or so.
Kind of look over and I realized there's fist on my face.
And a guy looked
Look
at
over,
you.
there's a fist on her face.
So there's a guy that like hit you like on accident, and then kind of like looks down at who he just hit and just kind of goes,
He knows what's about to happen.
Then
kind of like
then
slowly backs
Then I get-
up.
I get really angry. I kind of rage. Taking by
I'm really
surprise.
angry. I rage.
And,
I get a little angry.
gonna do an unarmed strike at the dude.
Okay, make an unarmed strike. I should say, guys, we're in this situation where this might occur.
I got a
Because-
26.
Okay, you obviously fucking.
You might have hit it.
I do 6 points of damage on my strikes.
Very nice.
Love it.
Wait, how do you roll for damage for unarmed strike? Is it just?
It's 1 plus your strength modifier, unless you're a monk.
Oh wait, does my rage bonus count for unarmed strikes?
I believe so because it's melee attacks, but you'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, melee damage. Okay,
So-
so it'd be 8 points of damage.
Shit. Rage punches.
Okay. So I will say, okay, if you guys manage to do it, we are playing, God, what is it called? Cleaving tactics? Not cleaving. Anyways, so basically what happens is that there is, for these enemies, because they're so weak, there is damage overflow. So if you do more damage than what's necessary to knock them out, then that damage can roll over into other people.
Oh, cool.
Wait, so like,
I punched the dude so hard, my fist goes through his face.
Well, unfortunately,
It's another
so
person.
Rogar gets hit in the face. Boom! Just stands up,
his fist
looks
just
down
blows up.
at this like 5'5" Triton guy.
Damn it, he's taller than I am.
You see the teeth, kind of the lips pull back over his teeth, and just fucking boom!
Crack.
And that hits the guy so hard that it knocks him down onto his ass. But he's not unconscious, just really, really feeling that hit. So,
Got a pretty strong face there, bud.
roll for initiative.
All right.
Initiative.
Did we just get involved in a 200-person brawl?
Hopefully.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, you guys don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
I
but
just
one of our
imagine-
teammates is... Huh?
I just imagine like all the Tritons have like pencil stashes. It's not. They don't have hair probably, but just drawn on.
Wait, I should look up what Triton is.
They're like
Is it
they're
a
like
fish
merfolk.
person?
Yeah, they're like merfolk
Yeah.
with legs.
Okay, that makes sense. That's what I was picturing.
Let's see. I gotta write it in the chat. Hey, Ramil got a.
All right. Everybody roll?
Yes.
Wait, we're rolling initiative, all of us?
Nope.
Yeah. Even if you're not going to do anything.
Jesus. Hang on, I have a question.
Okay.
So, I have a -2, as you know, to my initiative.
You cannot get negative. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. Then I got a 0.
You can get 0 though.
Yikes.
You can.
Is that
They
like?
put you at the very, very last.
Greg,
So
you
basically,
just
I'm
realize
just-
what's going
So you
on.
roll a 2, right? Not a 1?
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Because ones just
Macro fail.
do bad things.
No. I rolled a
Initiative.
2.
Okay. All right. So you get a 0. Regis, what'd you get?
8.
I got an 8.
8.
Regis got
I
an
got
8.
an 8. Hey!
Cool. All right.
We don't know Regis, just in
Nope.
the room with us.
Is that your final answer?
That's your final answer.
So,
You're just gonna toss the dice.
all right.
The greatest
So,
game show host of all time. Just gonna throw that out there.
Sorry, Zach. Go ahead.
So, the enemy closest to Galen looks at him and takes a swing.
What?
Why?
Yep.
But he didn't even do
Wow.
anything.
Galen looks so imposing. That's why.
He looks down and like just kind of like looks and realizes that like you were like sort of with the golden dragonborn that just punched his friend and just fucking goes to like hit you, but as a gnome you're just kind of like just kind of duck out of the way like and he
Whoa.
totally was boom like
Pacifist.
tries to hit you and like
Pacifist.
wonders where he went.
Is it pacifist that glove you put on that has like metal in the knuckles?
Pacifist.
Sure.
Pass
So
the
now we have
test.
a really weird situation. Rogar and Aramo, you two decide who's going to go first.
Oh, okay.
Want to just roll for it?
Sure.
That's one.
What do you want to roll? Like a d20?
Yeah, I got a 1, so you're gonna go first.
Yep, I got you.
All right.
All right.
You rolled 20?
What's going on around me? What do I got? What am I looking at? Got it. We were kind of like huddled behind
So-
this gaming table,
Yeah.
right?
So it's sort of the situation where there are enough of these like Triton goons that the and because blue fish people, they're pretty easy to pick out of a crowd. There's some other people that are just around you that seem to be fighting, but like it seems like your main enemies are like these guys that attacked Rogar. Essentially, you saw him get punched. You saw Rogar stand up and beat him, and then another one of them try to hit Galen, and that's how it's going.
I'm gonna go for that guy. Fuck that guy.
Fuck
Alright,
that guy.
I would like to take. Because it was still like the attack action, right? So I still get two attacks. All that.
It's
yes.
your turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to just punch him quick, right in the jawline.
Right in the jawline.
That is a bad number. It's still a 10. 10 does 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Damn it. Okay. Are these guys armored at all, or are they?
So something between 10 and 26.
No, but they're tougher. You can tell that like they're obviously part of a group that likes to
15?
fight.
Does 15 hit?
15 does hit. Yeah.
All right. So like the first one I go for, he kind of he sees it coming and ducks, and then I catch him
Yeah.
with an uppercut with the second one. So that
Solid.
will be.
You didn't think you would try to hit him twice.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning on that one, and then I will
Wow,
spend the key
alright.
point and do flurry of blows for sure. So two more unarmed strikes. That one hits with a 18, I believe.
That hits.
And then I'll just roll for the second one just to see. And then the second one was 13. Does 13 hit?
13 just barely hits. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The AC is 13.
All right, so I hit him with the uppercut, and as he's reeling from that, I vault off of the nearest stool or chair and do a quick double kick to his chest and send him flying if I can.
Ooh.
All right, so that is 7 points on the first.
Okay.
And-
So that's spillover.
Okay, and then 6 points on the second. So, how about this? Instead of
Wait. So you did 13 points of damage?
Yeah.
All right. So you take your guy down with like a light kick, and then put the rest of your force into the second kick to another Triton right behind him.
Nice.
An additional 9 points of damage to the next guy.
Cool. All
Damn.
right, that's it. And then I'll try and land on the table if I can, if that's where I kicked them in the direction.
Make an acrobatics check.
16.
Yes, you managed to land on the table that the card game was just being played on.
All right.
Give me 1 second.
Are you still doing those fusion attacks where if you plan out like some ridiculous attack and then you roll correctly, you can end up doing the extra damage or whatever?
Fusion
Yes,
finishes.
or like extra effects. But for this one, it doesn't really make sense because I didn't tell you the initiative order.
Right.
So
Okay, sorry, I lost you guys for like the last 4 seconds.
I didn't tell you the initiative order, so it doesn't really work for this one.
Okay.
All right. So Rogar, it's your turn.
All right. So who? So is the one dude I first punched? Is he still like down on the ground in front of me?
Yes.
Okay. What is there? Anybody else like near me that's Triton?
Oh yeah, you have access to multiple people within your range.
Okay. So first, I want to, for my first unarmed attack, I want to just like take my foot and just like kick the dude on the ground and then kind of like step onto him.
Oof. Okay. Roll for attack. Also,
20,
you guys hear the music that's
unnatural?
playing?
Yeah,
Hmm?
very quietly.
Roll
I can
20.
hear it.
Cool.
Unnatural 20.
Dirty 20.
Definitely hits.
Then I just do 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. All right.
Yep.
So the guy on the ground, just because of the way you did it. No, you want to? I'll let you spill that over. So you take him out, and 4 points rolls over into the next guy.
Cool.
So you like take and like kick him in the face and come down, and as you're coming down, just like throw an elbow into somebody beside you.
Nice. And then,
Rogar's in his happy place.
then for my extra attack, I want to guy that I threw an elbow into. I want to kind of grab his shoulder and then just like bam, just punch him in the face too.
Okay, makes an attack.
Got a 15,
15. That does hit.
and then 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Yep.
All right. So you manage to turn around you after the elbow strike, grab him by the shoulder. You hit him hard, and he kind of immediately just kind of drops to his back, revealing another guy right in front of him, and you just throw another fucking punch right in his face, doing an additional 4 points of damage. Fantastic. All right. Now, two of the guys are going to make an attack. One is going to make an attack against Regis. He sees Aramil up on the table and takes and uses his bonus action to snap off one of the table's legs. It's still standing, not enough to knock you off, but takes it off and just takes a huge swing at you. So, at you, Regis. So that is going to be, that is not the dice I want. Enemy device always have to be red. The only reason for me to have such angry dice. And that is a 24 to hit. So they're going to hit. And they're going to do 5 points of bludgeoning damage. So he takes and he just whop and smacks you right in the face and kind of hits you. And it doesn't seem to do too much damage because of the table leg, but still definitely hurt.
I feel like if you really hit someone with a table leg, you could do a lot of damage.
Probably.
I mean, not this guy. He sucks. But I'm talking about.
Like someone else.
Right. Exactly.
Unless maybe it's like one of those IKEA table legs.
True.
The other guy sees Rogar coming and takes a bottle that was on the table, smashes it, and makes a stab at you. We lost him.
That sounds like murder.
Murder.
However, that's only a 7 to hit, so it does not. He takes a stab at you with the bottle, and it hits your golden scales, Rogar, and then just a little bit as you clench your abs. That's what I'm imagining. You're just "Ugh," and he just
Flex my abs.
doesn't do anything.
He's got hard scales, man.
So that's that. Let's see. What did everybody else get? Gillen. We just got 8. Fantastic. Gregor, what did you get?
0.
You got 0.
Think of it this way: it would have only been a 5 if you picked that other feat. So it's like.
No, it would not have. It would have been a 3.
Oh, okay.
All right. So.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. It would have been a 5.
Because it would have +5.
Another guy takes, sees this kind of going on, and grabs an ashtray off the table and makes an attack and tries to smash it against your head, Rogar. And that's a 24 to hit, and he is going to do
Definitely hits.
At what point do these guys realize?
6 points of bludgeoning damage. So he reaches back, grabs an ashtray, like a crystal ashtray off the table, and swings it around, smashes it right against your face. There's ash and some cigarettes that just get smashed into your eye, and it actually does a fair amount of damage. Another one is going to grab a platter from one of the waiters that were trying to rush out of the room at this point and fling it at Aramil's face, making a 19 to hit.
Deflect missiles. It hits. But
Go for it.
But roll damage.
No, you can do deflect missiles.
I know,
He did throw it at you.
You gotta roll damage.
Okay.
Because it'll still hit me.
Is anyone else
For a
losing the
whopping-
entire Discord feed like for a few seconds at a time?
No?
Yeah, it's kind of laggy.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
It's okay.
Is it?
Sorry.
But
Sorry.
it's just like motion lag, I guess, not
All right.
sound lag.
I lose sound. I'm sorry. That was in.
You're totally fine. I worry about it screwing up the stream is all. So
As long as Emma doesn't listen.
1 point of damage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will catch it, and I'll spend a key point to throw it right back.
Okay.
Nice.
Make a ranged attack.
Yep. Oh, that's a 25 to hit.
Oh, I really hope somebody
Oh
hits me.
god.
Oh, what damage dice should I roll for the improvised weapon?
D6.
Okay. 3. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, but I rolled a 3.
No, just 3.
Alright.
So you catch it, just like quick swinging around, and it just flies back and catches the guy right in the jugular.
And I like flip him off as it comes out.
All right. He get his attack. So, another one is going to make an attack against Gregor.
Yes.
And he's just gonna straight up. He's gonna take a drink off of a nearby table, throw it in your face with the glass, and then follow it up with a punch.
Does he hit me?
So make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can.
6.
Okay, so it hits, so he gets advantage on the attack with the punch that followed up because you didn't dodge out of the way of the liquid and the glass, which is good because that was a 2. The second one was a 17. Sorry, a 7 and a 17. But all right, so he's gonna hit, and he is going to do 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Excellent reaction. Wrath of the Storm. So, and I'm also gonna channel Divinity, so that does max damage. So he hits me, and there's a lightning and thunder explosion, and he takes 16 damage.
Jeez. In a bar.
I stood here doing nothing.
Describe.
Fuck you
Okay,
guys.
what does that spell description do? Specifically.
When a creature within 5 feet that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use a reaction to cause the creature to make a dex saving throw. Oh, so you should do
Okay.
that first.
Yeah.
DC 14.
What's 14? Well, that is a 3, so that does not pass.
It takes 2d8 lightning or thunder damage, my choice. I'm gonna go with.
Okay, and
Huh?
you're gonna go with what?
I'm gonna go with thunder damage so that everyone knows. And then I also want to channel Divinity. I'm not sure I can do this, but you can. Wait.
Channel Divinity to get your max
Right,
damage.
Destructive Wrath. You can choose Channel Divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling for lightning or thunder damage.
Oh yeah, yep.
All right.
16.
So
That's some rollover.
he hits you.
He does.
You
He
do,
immediately regrets it.
10
10
I
points
just
to
stood
him.
here the whole time.
and the guy next to him takes an additional 6 points of damage from overflow. So what ends up happening?
It's like a really bad static shock when he pushes you. Just
I'm really hoping
Right.
this
So he hits you, and immediately, his hand just vibrates a little bit, and all of a sudden there's just this huge boom, the rockets across this place. He immediately just drops to the ground, a little bit of blood coming out of his ears.
God.
Just just on the ground, crying himself to pass out. The guy next to him, gets hit, and you just see that there's a steady stream of blood just pouring out of this ear, and he's just not really paying attention to what's going on. The entire bar.
There he is.
He
And he's
back.
back.
The
Sorry.
entire bar is just quiet for a second.
Boom.
a bottle drops,
God damn it.
and then everything starts back up.
And I took, you said I took 4 points damage?
Yes.
That's amazing.
All right, fantastic. So that is going to be.
Seriously though, at what point do people hitting us realize this is a mistake?
Should stop hitting us. Don't hit us. Don't throw things at us.
Another guy is actually, having seen what just went on, another guy is going to grab a chair and swing it at you, Grigger.
Jesus. Okay.
How many of these guys are there?
Lots.
Seems
At
like a
least-
lot.
Lots.
A lot.
10
Jeez.
is not enough to hit you.
At least
So, so he takes and he just breaks the chair over your back, but your like armor, it just kind of hits your armor and just like
Ow.
Motherfucker.
angry.
Wait, did he hit me?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I do
he
another
hit-
Wrath of the Storm.
Well, no, he hit you but didn't deal any damage. Like
Yeah,
your,
What
armor,
the-
your armor took it.
your armor took it.
So
He
the
didn't
wording
actually-
says, if a creature within 5 feet you can see hits you with an attack.
It didn't hit you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It didn't hit you.
I
Mechanically.
misunderstood. That's why I was asking if he hit me
Physically
or
hit
not.
you,
That's,
but he didn't hit you.
all right.
Like it hit you, but it didn't do any damage, which is
Alright.
really what we're working as.
I got you.
Okay.
I apologize.
No, you're totally fine, man. That's a
Just
reasonable
wants to
question.
get,
I really wanted to Wrath of the Storm him again.
just really wants to
Or
send
not
out
hit.
that lightning.
Okay. Another one is going to take a shot at Airmo. He's just going to try and punch you, which seems stupid after he just saw what you did, but he's going to try.
I'm up on a table, so what's he doing? Is he getting up with me? Or are you doing a little?
He's going to aim right for your nuts.
Oh God! What a coward!
Do double
But
damage.
then it's only a 10, so he misses.
Oh, whoop! Jump it.
I guess that's one time
Another
back.
guy is
Sorry, that was me. I apologize.
going to. Oh, whoop, that is the wrong one. Another one is going to take another shot at Gregor,
Get the little cleric tank.
and he's going to try and tackle you. So,
Oh, really?
he's going to get up close, and actually, what we're going to do is we're just
I
going
almost took the grappler feat too. I need to tonight. I'm gonna look for the feats.
we're going to do a grapple. So you get to choose athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics.
Probably athletics, seeing as how your dexterity is so shit.
Yep.
He's not
Yeah.
wrong.
Okay. So what
What am
did
I
you
doing?
get for athletics or acrobatics? Either
Oh,
one.
D20 plus athletics.
Yep.
11.
Yeah. So he manages to get his arms around you, and you are restrained.
Big ol' hug.
Big old bear
Yeah,
hug.
he was rolling really crap. I
Wait,
got-
that guy just sent out
Switch the
thunder.
dice.
Let me hug him.
Hug him.
The next one is going to take a shot at Galen.
Hang on, so I'm restrained right now.
You're restrained.
Galen's probably just like.
What the fuck is
I don't even do anything.
Dude, neither did I.
That's a 17 to hit.
He's like.
That does
Galen,
not hit.
17? That does not hit.
Well, wait. He doesn't
So
have
this
his.
guy-
You don't have your
Well-
shield though, Galen.
Do I have a shield?
I mean,
on
we
that
walked into a
person.
bar, probably not.
Presumably
feel like-
you turned it in.
Was
So
it?
Okay,
Did
you
he
I
have
would-
a weapon?
I could not have argued at the time that it contains my holy symbol and therefore is sacred to me. We didn't
I
do
will
that,
let-
so I won't.
Okay.
I won't say that.
Realistically, I should have asked you about it. My apologies.
We should have talked about it. Yeah, that's okay. I don't have that, so it does hit in that case.
Okay, so it hits. He is going to just try and kick you in the face,
Oh, that's
and do 6 points of bludgeoning damage. He
rude.
Lower
hits
down, is
and
that
just
why?
slams his boot into your face.
Oh,
I think as soon as Galen gets hit, all of our heads just turn and look like, oh, motherfucker. They don't kick our Galen.
Ouch.
All right. There is going to be now it is going to be Regis's turn.
hell yeah.
Okay,
Is
now I
that-
should explain if you guys aren't aware how improvised weapons work. Basically, I match them to as close as I can to the simple weapons that they match, right? So, like, if you grabbed a curtain rod down and slammed it into somebody,
like
I would do like spear damage, or a table leg would work like a club.
What would you do if someone grabbed
That sort of
like a spittoon and threw it at someone through the contents?
What
of
is a
something?
spittoon?
Of course.
Oh.
What if I grab the simple
A
table
spit-
spoon?
Two of all things.
It's a spittoon is a bucket that people who chew tobacco spit into. They used to have nagars.
Be like a dart.
It's pretty horrifying what's in a spittoon.
So
What about like
you,
a glass
you mean
bottle?
you mean a spit bottle?
It'd be like a dart with a con save to see if they throw up after getting that shit all over.
Oh my god. It was like that one night that I accidentally took a drink.
Oh no! Out of a spit.
No.
Spit glass
So
or
me and
something?
Natty were drinking and we had cigars and we
We've
had
never done that. Oh no!
we had a bottle that we were like
No.
getting the cigar ash into.
Oh, no.
It still had some liquid into it,
Oh.
and I wasn't paying attention and reached
Just
over for
grab
my
it.
beer and just
Oh
went
god.
and went.
Oh man, that's so gross.
No, my beer.
Threw up immediately.
Where's my beer? And grabbed it. And, yeah, it was
Was that-
not good.
Was that
Oh,
on the
God.
mountain?
Huh?
Was that on the mountain? I can't remember.
No, that was on your balcony
Oh, that makes sense.
with the flying cockroaches.
Oh god.
Fuck
Yeah,
you,
if you
Tennessee,
weren't aware-
man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee has flying cockroaches. Not just cockroaches. Those fuckers
Which,
fly.
by the way, I didn't know
That's
they could
metal,
fly.
bro.
One day, I was sitting on my couch watching TV, and one flew right past my face.
Oh, my
And that's
God.
when I knew the cockroaches could fly. Yay, palmetto
That's
bugs.
that.
Anyway,
Anyway, so Regis, what are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, we're good. Is the motherfucker with the chair leg still in front of me?
Probably. Unless,
I'm
unless
assuming.
he got taken
I
out.
don't know who he is though.
Okay. So
It's
I'm
chaos
just gonna
right now.
like, after being hit with the chair leg, I'm just gonna like glance down at him and then just try to like headbutt him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
All right. So first one is a 15.
Hits. Roll for damage. Unarmed attack.
Also, it'd be
Oh.
3.
Well, it'd be 5, I think, wouldn't it?
Well, do you have a plus? Do you have a +2 to your? Or wait, what's your strength mod?
Plus 4.
Oh
So
shit!
it's
I have
one
that
plus
wrong.
4.
Yeah, so it should be 5. Okay,
Yes.
very nice. All right, then what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna try to, after headbutting him, I'm just gonna try to punch him. No, I'm just gonna try to uppercut him.
Okay, so you throw an uppercut.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I got a 26.
Wow. Okay,
Well,
that definitely hits.
Yeah, so just five,
so another
five
5
straight
point.
up into the chin.
So, you see the guy that just pulled off a table leg and like hit somebody with it, and like seems like kind of like a ragtag group that you're seeing, but like they seem like cohesive unit, and you're just like, regardless, you see one of these Triton bastards hit him with a chair leg, and you're just like, fuck this. You spin him and just whop, smash him, and as soon as he kind of like goes back, just whop, hit him with the uppercut, and he just like lifts a little bit off his feet, and then just, boom, hits the ground.
Slow motion.
Yes. Rocky music playing all the while.
Really, the best part about the was not the space
the
program.
one-
Rocky 3.
The one that Gregor most recently hit is going to take and throw a punch at him.
Wait a
And
minute.
that is a
The
21.
one most recently hit got died.
No, the rollover.
No, the one that took the spillover damage from your retribution, your magical
Oh.
retribution.
Retribution.
I'm both grappled and I'm being hit. I'm being stomped on.
Oh yeah, advantage.
No, you're just grappled. So they just take and they punch you, and let's roll to make sure they don't get a 20. All right. So they do 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Can I do Wrath of the Storm in this position?
Yeah.
What components does it require?
It doesn't. It requires that I get hit.
No, it should say verbal somatic material component.
It's no. It's not in my
Really?
spell list. It's
That's
part of
fine.
the features of the Tempest Cleric class.
Oh, well then, fantastic. Yeah, you can do it.
I'm doing it again.
So you can do it again.
Yep.
I like it. Okay.
So DC 14 and
jeez.
Ooh, 8.
Does not pass.
I'm sorry?
Does not pass.
So he gets 9 lightning damage.
Ooh.
All right. So
So he's almost dead. No, he's dead.
over.
He took the 6 plus the 9. He's out.
He died.
He finished
Guys, we
dead.
broke the first rule
So-
of Brack already.
He punches
Wait,
you, and
real
as
quick.
soon as he does, his hand just all of a sudden clenches real hard as lightning streaks up his arm and just fucking hits his head, and he just see his gills kind of,
Ooh.
and he falls backwards and just hits the ground. As he's falling backwards, he hits another one. And that one just kind of like
God.
you just see him kind of get shocked, and he just spillover damage.
Nice.
If he also decides, if he decides, oh hey, I should hit that guy who just electrocuted me through someone else, I feel like that's a poor decision.
Right. All right,
Probably gonna do
Galen,
it,
your
though.
turn.
Wait, hang on. Oh, it's Galen's first turn, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Sorry.
Galen, go.
Where is the guy that hit me? I'm looking around for him. Where'd he go?
Directly beside
Where'd
you.
he go?
Okay.
Where'd he go?
Am
Oh,
I
yeah.
near a table, and are there utensils on that table?
Yes, you are, and yes, there are.
Is there a steak knife in particular?
There
Oh my
is.
God.
There is a
I'm
steak
gonna
knife.
grab that steak knife. I'm gonna plunge it into his foot.
Oh.
Not the roll an attack. Roll an attack.
Didn't your god just have a talking to you about this?
I
kind
was
of
just
behavior?
thinking the same thing.
She did, but I'm also pissed because I didn't do anything to this guy. So
A time
Hold on,
of
I gotta
moral
find my
conflict,
text.
okay?
We're just gonna shift
What
gods.
you
Like,
doing is
Galen,
fine.
So
Galen
much
will
similar to
go
what
to
was gonna
Bane.
be.
11.
It does not hit.
Oh.
But
It's a stab. It's hard to hit. Yeah.
it is hard to hit. My apologies, man. But no, you just grab the steak knife, and you're just like, duh! And the guy, like, sees coming and like, jumps back a little bit. Just enough that you, like, stab the ground. And then look at it with, like, just the most furious no mice he has ever seen in his life. He's just like, fuck. What did I...
I'd like to say, I am from my grappled position. I see this happen, and I think to myself, if Galen doesn't get that guy, I'm getting that guy. I like Galen
Alright.
a lot. He's a good guy.
Oh, thanks.
Speaking of which, Grigor, it's your turn.
Hey! So, I'm grappled.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You are grappled. So you have to make another athletics saving throw
Alright.
to try it out.
This time I rolled a 20. Not a natural, but a 20.
That does succeed.
Hooray! So I've...
So you,
in my,
this guy's grabbed you, and you just fucking boom, smack his arms off.
yes.
If you get a bonus attack action, you can do that. But
I do. I'm assuming from how far we don't have our weapons. Right?
Nope, we
Okay.
they're a solid 50 feet away at the front, guarded by a minotaur. As this is all going on, right, the place has erupted in violence. Right? There are fights breaking out all over the place. The only place that seems calm at all is the stage. And the dancers up there are being, like, ushered backstage quickly.
We should follow them, shouldn't we? But I'm... Alright.
The minotaur that you guys saw earlier, the wonderful, nice, rather polite minotaur bouncer, has stepped inside at this point
Nice.
and is now surveying the scene. He looks around and just starts pulling people apart, like just like going around, like grabbing and just like not hurting them, just shoving them apart. So, what are you gonna do, Rigger? Did you have a bonus action that you're gonna use?
I do. I guess I was just gonna punch this guy in the nose. I really wanted to go after the guy who stepped on...
Do you get 2 melee attacks? You're
No.
a cleric, so you shouldn't.
No.
And you used your attack to...
Your
used
action.
your action to break out of it. So you have
Gotcha.
a bonus action.
In the last game, were there any time... Did we take any short or long rests?
Long rest. Yep.
Yes.
We did take a long rest.
Yes.
Oh.
On the boat.
Because then I get all my spells back.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yes.
You have your magic. Also,
my
real quick,
cheek.
isn't Brack the name of Space Ghost's friend that had like the talk show?
I think
Brack
so.
attack.
Literally no idea.
Space
The
Ghost.
full name technically is Brackish City
Ah,
because of the puddles that typically form in the streets after a storm or a hurricane type event
creative bunch.
that lead to a lot of brackish water and a lot of mosquitoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
But typically people just refer to it as Brack.
Why'd we come here again?
Because it was the closest place that you guys didn't have to worry about getting arrested for regicide.
Yeah, we did
Some
kinda-
Very
place
true.
Ray took us to. Everybody didn't want to go with Ray.
Galen, Gregor, what are you going to do?
So, bonus action. Damn it. I am going to. Sorry, I didn't think this through. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got nothing.
You get,
I'm
okay.
gonna stand here and maybe can I as a bonus action try to wave over the Minotaur? I don't want to get in trouble. I do
Yeah,
want to
you
get in
can do
trouble, but
So you try to wave him over. You're just like, hey, over! And the Minotaur, who's pretty perceptive, like looks over and it's just like, and you see him start to make his way over. He's still a solid 40 feet away, but he does start making his way over towards you guys.
all right. Well, that's all I got. Well,
All
man,
right.
only- Did we do my spell?
Top of the
Sorry,
round.
guys.
One of the guys that's next to Galen is going to make a going to grab, after seeing Galen grab a knife, is going to grab a just whatever he can find, which happens to be a fork beside him. He's going to make an attack with it, and that is a natural 20.
Oh,
So he is going to
Wait, who's he attacking?
You.
Oh.
with a fork.
so he's going to take a fork. And just like as hard as he can, he just like leans down, grabs you by the shoulder, and jams this fork right into your shoulder, doing 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh man, he forked you.
He took, and he just like as hard as he could, just fucking
Twisting.
boom.
I'm not used to getting
So,
forked this
and
early
it's
in the
like-
morning.
Just like pulls back, and like there's just a fork sticking out of your shoulder.
I feel like he just.
Yep. Yep.
Pull it out!
Another one is going to take a shot at Rogar. He's just going to take a punch. However, Rogar hits Rogar like right in the gut, and Rogar was already like tensed up, dealing
just
with getting stabbed, and it just hits, and the guy just like pulls back his hand, and he's like,
Ow.
"All right,
Okay.
now it's going to go back to Airmail and Rogar. You guys can decide who goes first."
Want me to go first again, or you
Yeah,
want to go
you,
first?
no, you can go first.
Okay, how far away is Galen from me?
I mean, within 5 feet.
Okay,
You
I
guys
would-
sat down
Be
at
right back.
like he's close.
I would like to leap off of this table and try and kick the guy who just stabbed Galen in the fucking head.
All right.
Yeah, get him.
Yeah, our
I
Galen.
like it. I
You
like
can't
it.
touch our Galen. That's not
All right,
okay.
17 to hit?
A what?
17.
17 does hit.
All right.
How much damage?
Only 4 damage.
Okay. So
So-
you jump off the table that you're on and just like kick him in the face, but he like just gently gets his face out of the way, and it just boom, like hits, but not super hard. It's not a knockout kick.
Okay, and then I want
All
to
right. So then you land in front of him.
Okay, and then I just want to pop him with the left hook for the second attack.
Solid.
And that is only a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, we're going to spend another key point. Why the fuck not? Flurry of blows.
All right.
And
This is not how I expected this session to start off.
natural
That's how I explain
20.
this. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yep, that's the first
All
one.
right.
And
Damage?
max damage, so we got 18 points of damage with that one.
What?
Shenanigans.
Oh fuck. All right.
Just fuck. I just I basically like because I kicked him and you said it kind of like he kind of moved his face away like this, and as he's moving his face, I land with such speed I catch him, and as he's ducking and he leans into my hit, and I just crack him right in the nose and push his head the other way.
So hold on 1 second.
Like it's like
Roll for your next attack, okay?
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna do two attacks anyways. Another natural 20. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Wow. Okay, hold on one second. Alright.
There's a lot of guys around, so we can keep this going.
Yeah. He just takes out like everyone within 5 feet of us.
Come on, 6, baby. Give me.
Alright.
Heated?
What'd you give for damage on the next one?
The next one. Okay, only not as much. Only 6. Oh, 3 times 9. 9 damage on this one.
So 18 to one, 9 to the other.
Yep.
Okay, so this is how this went down. You see Galen get stabbed. Proceed to jump off the table, right? And fucking like you kick the guy, but it doesn't quite land. And you just feel this like anger bubbling up inside you. You take and you fucking just rock him as hard as you can with punch down. There's a guy behind you that's getting ready to attack you. You just swing around with a left elbow, bam, down. Guy behind you, another guy behind you that's going after you, right elbow, down. Other guy that's attacking Galen, you take and you slam down on his knee, doing an additional 6 points of damage. He is like can barely move at this.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
All of a sudden, you were just surrounded by bodies. The Minotaur saw all this and is just like, and like starts shoving people out of the way as he sees what you just did.
and I think only Galen probably sees this. Maybe Gregor. Gregor, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception, feels so dumb. Where the hell is it?
Your wisdom's pretty high, so it's probably actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Where's passive perception? I'm sorry.
On the left of the
It's under
it should
senses.
under
Yeah.
senses.
Underneath
Left
saving throws.
side.
Oh, sorry. Passive perception is 13.
Okay. I guess because basically after I knock all these guys down, I'm like just like breathing really heavily. Like you can kind of see Galen the red because normally I have like red eyes, just like the irises are red. The red's actually starting to bleed out into the cornea a little bit, like behind the eyes,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
just a little bit. Like you kind of
So
just
do I notice
because
that?
you're right there and you can see that.
Because you two are like right there, and you're like.
Mhm.
I don't know.
You see-
I'll leave it up to Zach if Gregor's close enough to see it.
what were you guys' passive perceptions?
Mine
I
is
have
Everybody,
16.
just like what's your 16? What was yours?
13.
13.
And Galen is 16.
Everybody else?
Uh,
I think Rogar's 15.
yes. Yeah, 15. I think we're all around 15 or something.
Regis.
Is passive perception just your
10,
normal perception?
10 plus your
Over
perception
on the
modifier.
left side, under senses, it'll say passive perception, passive investigation, and insight.
Oh, okay. 14.
14. Okay. So actually, Galen, after getting saved by this, looks up and sees Airmo. The red just kind of starting to bleed out.
Does that mean something? What the fuck happened?
Actually, the only other person that notices is Rogar.
Rogar's like,
Rogar
nice.
looks over, having noticed what just happened, and just sees the expression kind of just shift slightly in Airmo's typically calm, jovial mood. So, we are going to move on. So you guys did that.
Rogar's turn.
Rogar what?
So it's
Rogar's turn.
Rogar's turn.
Is that one dude still in front of me that punched me in the gut right now? Or they're melting him out.
Sorry, guys, bear
Yes.
All right, I wanna pick him up and then I want to throw him at somebody else.
Yes.
I
Improvised
like where
weapon.
this is going. All right, so make an athletics check.
Athletics, you said.
Yep. So we're gonna do a grapple first.
Got a 23.
Okay. So you managed to grab him and grab him so tightly. Okay. Now I need you to make a strength check.
And you have
Just a straight
advantage on these too,
strength.
Chase, because you're
You are raging, so you get advantage on strength.
Drop. my dice. No. No.
I like to imagine the music still just like upbeat and just like.
You got
The band is still playing.
Strength
band's
Isn't
like
the music still playing though?
It is,
Yeah.
but it's just like
Yeah.
really like
Because,
upbeat and happy.
yeah. No, it is. It absolutely is. These guys have seen so many bar brawls. They're just like, fuck it, we don't give a shit.
They're just like dodging cups and shit. Like.
You see one of them. You see the drummer stand up, take a stick, and just fucking throw it at somebody's face. It just like smacks him in the eye, and then he just pulls out another stick and keeps playing.
You got a 21.
21. All right, that hits. So you take this guy, you lift him up. And what's your unarmed attack strength?
Arm strength is 8 damage.
8 damage,
Or plus.
because of rage.
Yep.
Okay, so you pick this guy up.
Actually, like
You just take it, you grab it, and you grab it so hard, you feel one of his bones crack beneath your grip.
Ow!
Neat.
You pick him up and you just throw him at the other guy, and the other guy like gets hit with him. It doesn't fall down, but it hits him hard enough that you can see him just kind of get the breath knocked out of him for a half second. All right, and I'm gonna count that as the entire action. Okay.
okay.
So you don't get it, like, since it wasn't like an attack, you don't get enough. So, moving on, we have fucking shit.
Who's left?
That's basically what I'm figuring out right now. Another guy is going to take a fork or a steak knife and take a shot at you, Rogar. Is a 24 to hit, so that hits, and he is going to do 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
So this other guy does manage to get you from behind and just kind of like shanks you in the side. You didn't see it coming. You didn't have a chance to strengthen those dragonborn scales against it.
Yeah. Just a little bastard.
It's a squirrely one.
Another one is going to take a punch at Gregor, who's not here. Luckily it misses, so that's totally fine.
He's not here. He missed.
Wikipedia.
He ducked so much he got out.
Okay. One is going to the one that just got like the last kicked in the leg is going to take a shot back at Airmo. He is going to pick up a chair and try to hit you with it. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. All right, 16. So he is going to do 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
So much, I know.
I kind of just like don't even flinch when he hits me.
Another one takes a shot at Gregor, takes a punch, and Gregor at this point is like in his element, right? A former cleric of war, current cleric of the Tempest, and he's just fucking like dodging punches. You can see, I just imagine that he hits a smile on
Yeah,
his
he's just like.
like, yeah, fuck this shit. Wah, wah. He made somebody just like get electrocuted, so he's like he's in his it is his
He's in
happy
a
place,
sprightly
really.
mood. He's in a sprightly mood.
Mhm.
That guy's out. And, actually, Gregor's got 3 guys going against him.
Jesus.
Wow, I am really, really poorly. He dodges another punch.
He's just like slapping fists out of the way, like, get out of here.
It's on
Basically, yeah.
fire.
Wow, you guys have taken out so many enemies. This is fucking ridiculous. There are a whopping 5 out of 15 left up.
Wow.
Wow.
This are
Regis,
fucking-
your turn.
So this unconscious
Really?
Triton's as far as we can see right now on the floor.
Did the guy in front of me is dead, or is he still moving?
For you,
The guy he headbutted last turn.
And then
yes,
uppercutted.
you hit him, and you did just enough to knock him out. There wasn't any overload damage for that one. So you get to pick a new enemy.
Okay, I'm
Just
assuming
say if someone is attacking one of the guys,
Mhm.
or there's still the main guy up, He
The main-
was across the table, and he's just letting his goons do his thing, so he hasn't.
the guy who
Is this
started all
attack?
this shit. That you
Is
were
this the
playing cards
guy
with.
who accused me of cheating?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was the guy who hit Roger. Okay, I'm just.
Oh,
okay,
no.
well,
He's just been standing across the table, like, watching his guys attack.
well, in that case, I'm just gonna point at this guy and be like, "You," and then he's like,
You.
"What?" I'm assuming within 30 feet, right?
He, he definitely is, and he just gives you, flips you off.
All right. I'm gonna cast Compelled Duel against this guy.
What?
Ooh.
He wants.
So-
What's that?
What is that?
He's gotta make a save, otherwise he wants
So-
to fight.
He has to make a Wisdom saving throw. If he fails, he can. I'm the only one who he can attack without disadvantage. If someone else attacks him, the spell ends. If I
Right,
attack someone else, the spell ends.
What's the DC for the attack? Or for the saving throw?
Wisdom of 16.
Damn.
Wow, that's real high, man.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
He got a 14, so he does not.
+5
Haha.
cha, man.
So he flips you off, and you're just like. Actually, what do you want to do to egg him on into the duel? Because there's some magic around it.
Yeah, 'cause
Like,
he just flipped you off.
imagine you'd probably want to be a little theatric with it at least.
I would imagine I just kind of tap the ground in his direction, create some kind of field between us, and then
Yeah.
I'm just kind of come get, bitch.
So I'm going to imagine that you look and you just take the table and lift it and toss it to the side,
Mhm.
creating a gap between you and him. You're
That's-
approximately 5 feet apart, so you're just fucking ready.
And
Nice.
then that's a bonus action, by the way. So I'm just gonna attack him twice.
Oh, shit. All right, make your attack.
All right. So the first one is 16, and then I rolled a natural 20, so that is 27.
Wow. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. You did you do 2 rolls?
Well, yeah,
Two
I get
attack
2
rolls?
attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
attacks.
Okay, yeah. So both of them hit. The
Mhm.
first one is normal damage. The second one is
Double
critical
damage.
damage.
Yes. So I mean, I think it's just flat 5
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
for,
because he doesn't
for
roll
a normal attack.
Right. So,
So what would that be? What's critical
so
damage?
the first one is
times
just
3?
a flat 5.
Mhm.
For the case of this, just keep it easy. We'll just double. It doesn't because I don't want to short you.
Yeah, I doubled the 5.
Yeah.
If it was me.
So you do 5 points with. So you hit him the first time, and then you do a real strong haymaker with the second.
So
Hell
15.
yeah!
So
15, baby.
you come up, you throw the table to the side, you walk up and just quick jab, hits him, and he just fucking rocks him back. You see his kind of flat Triton nose just get smashed into his face, and then the
Nice.
second one you just fucking him with a nice roundhouse hook.
And then the slow motion
Boom,
camera
and it's
zooms
just
in, and it hits here, and then the face stays, but the head
Right.
keeps moving.
You feel a slight crack as the jaw doesn't break, but fractures under your head.
Hell
Boom.
yeah!
So fantastic. He is, however, going to, now that he has been brought into the fight on yours, he is going to make an attack against you. So he gets hit hard, reaches down, grabs a chair and swings it around. But as he swings it around, you just kind of see it and just kind of toss it over your face. Just kind of dodge back and throw it.
Nice.
Another guy is going to make an attack against Gregor. Wow, Gregor pissed off a lot of enemies.
It's his face.
And another, again, he's going to hit. Gregor's in the midst of 4 guys and just fucking boom, 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 boom.
He looks like a monk too.
I was gonna say he's very reminiscent of monkhood. I imagine that he's at some point just caught like a punch and just like knocked it off.
Just spits out some blood.
And now it is Gregor's turn. Gregor, where the fuck are you?
He's back.
Oh, perfect timing.
Back. Sorry.
Isn't it my turn
So-
next?
Oh yeah, Galen's supposed to go first, right?
Yeah, Galen goes before I do.
Yes, my apologies. Galen's first.
No, that's okay.
I'm looking at two different initiative lists, so
It's all good. Regis, your spell against that other guy, does it have any like components that I would have seen? Would I have known that you cast that or not?
Oh, I missed something cool, didn't I?
I mean,
Yep.
what I imagine is there's like not like an actual physical barrier, like just like almost looks like a holographic field around the two of us.
what is your passive perception?
16.
16 you said? Okay. You do notice like a slight shimmer. Is something going on? Make an arcana check
Mm.
to see if you actually know what's going on.
19.
Nice.
19? Okay. So you do get the feeling that, like, having seen it, like, there's something linking them together. You don't know exactly what, but like, you get the impression that there's something now linking them. You don't.
Something's
again,
happening.
you don't know what.
Mhm.
You don't know if it's something that's going to link their damage together. You don't know if it's something that it is, causing a duel. If it's something that's going to take them both out. You just know that something is going on.
Hmm. And I want to look around and see how many of the Tritons are still left.
There is one that tried to hit you, still up.
Mhm. Can I see like around the room how many are just left in the room?
There are 4 left up.
Okay. Including
Four.
the guy that Regis is fighting or no?
4 and the guy.
Okay. So in that case, so I imagine Galen kind of is still reeling over like his stabbedness a little bit.
Right.
So he's kind of like he watched Airmill take some guys out after that happened, and then he was like, whew. He's kind of just like getting his bearings, and then he gets up. He kind of realizes like probably shouldn't be like attacking people at this moment. They didn't really do anything wrong, and so he's gonna
Maybe they
cast.
attacked him. Sorry.
He's gonna. I mean, one did attack me, but I'm kind of over my initial anger now. Had a little bit of time to think about
6 seconds.
After the fork.
it. So I'm gonna look at the 4 guys that are left,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast command and tell them to retreat.
How many people can you command?
So I'm casting
with
it
a spell?
as a 4th level spell,
Oh my god.
which allows me to target 4 targets.
Yeah, it's 1 per level.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Command him
What's
to what?
the spell save DC for that?
It's a Wisdom 14 save.
Wisdom 14.
Not bad.
All right. So 2 of them pass, 2 of them fail. So
Okay.
let's say one of the ones near Gregor passes. The one directly next to you passes. Then another one that's next to Gregor fails. Oops. So yeah. So what's going to happen is, so Gregor is surrounded by 3 guys right now, and one of them has concentrating you. One of them next to him doesn't pay attention to what you said, and the one that's attacking you doesn't say. The other 2 hear your word. The other 2 that were attacking Gregor hear your words, and what do you say?
I just like imagine it kind of like booms throughout the room a little bit because I'm like using magic to amplify my voice, and I just yell retreat, and it like echoes just a little bit.
So you say retreat, and like just kind of boom. There's like that little bit of like just like similar to the thunder damage, like boom.
Mm-hmm.
While everything else seems to slide away for a second, and the 2 that I said, leaving one with Gregor and one with you, just kind of like and then 2 of the other ones against Gregor. 2 of the 3 just kind of go, and then just turn around and start running. So, Gregor, if you want, you get an attack of opportunity against one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
By the way, while you were gone, Gregor, you dodged like 4 hits. All these
Did I
guys
really?
attacked
Seriously,
you. Yeah.
you seriously dodged. Actually, there was 5 people,
Oh.
but you took out like another one was taken out that was attacking him, so he got down to
4.
3. No, sorry, there's 4 people around him, and he got down to 3.
And then
So,
dodge attacks from all of them?
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
you are, I imagine, in your element right now. So, all right. So you're gonna make an attack against the one of the 2 that's running away.
Yeah, it's an
Make
unarmed
an
attack.
Attack roll.
It's a roll plus my strength, is that right?
Unarmed should have its own
Uh,
thing in D&D Beyond, right?
Yeah.
For
If you click on
attacks.
it, it'll tell you.
huh?
If you like just tap on it, it'll tell you.
Actions, there it is.
Yeah,
Unarmed strike.
Strength plus.
Oh,
plus
so it's, oh wow, so I rolled a non-natural 22. I hit him.
Okay, so 22 hits. Roll for damage is gonna be 1 plus your strength mod.
Yeah, so, oh wait.
Yeah, so 5.
Oh, so I don't roll, it's just 5 damage.
Okay, cool. So one of the guys proceeds to start trying to like get away, and as he's going, you just like take and just like backhand him across the head, and like really wrap those knuckles in the back, and he just falls forward and hits the ground. He kind of like hits the table that's been thrown over by Regis, and just kind of like slides down alongside it and hits slides on the ground. Fantastic. Gregor, it's your turn.
So there's one guy left who's still here?
One guy with you, one guy with Galen. The other guy got away. Yeah. And then the guy that Regis is fighting.
This is dumb. Like, he's so weak compared to us. I don't even feel good about hitting him. Like, no, like, genuinely. Me, I don't know.
Okay.
You can
So what are you gonna do?
you could break a glass bottle and give it to him.
No.
If it makes you feel better.
Toss it
Take
in
this
his
and
feet.
then I can hit you. No, I think I'm gonna try to talk him down. Like, you clearly don't have a chance. What are you doing? Also, I didn't do anything.
Make a persuasion check.
Except for that guy you just knocked over.
He tried to hit me.
No, he tried to run away from you and you hit him as he left.
Did you?
Well, first he tried to hit me, and then, yeah.
That's
Oh,
true.
what about the guy-
Did you make a guy's head explode also?
I didn't really make it explode. I made his fins, like when your hair like poofs out when you get electrocuted.
Oh,
What?
okay, yeah, I know. Okay,
What?
never mind.
Yeah.
Wait.
What'd you get?
Smoke come out of his ears.
I got a 7, which is pretty bad because I have a +5 to persuasion. But anyway,
So he just kind of like points around him.
yeah, but we didn't start the fight.
Okay. So that's it for you. You have a bonus action or movement if you want.
Yeah. Galen is still facing off against the guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on him.
Nice.
Okay. Is that a bonus action?
It is a bonus action. You want me to read it?
Okay. No, I know what Sanctuary does. So
Okay.
Okay, cool. I wasn't expecting this to take as long as it has. So we're gonna try and speed it
A lot
up.
of people.
Okay, we're gonna do speed round.
If I had cast a Shatter, that would have sped it up quite a lot. I think.
You would have heard a lot of your own own people.
I would have spaced
So-
it out.
Okay, so you cast Sanctuary on him.
I did.
You're at the end of the round. The Minotaur gets close. He's about 20 feet away. So he's gonna be here soon.
He's a slow walking dude.
A lot of people in the way.
There's
a lot of people in the way.
And he's like breaking up fights on his way.
He's a very
That's
slight
true.
minotaur, also.
So Rogar, you have one guy in front of you.
Just gonna give him the old
sorry,
one, too.
he's gonna take an attack against you before you get an attack against him. So that's a 19. He is going to pick up a fork and making a stab against you. He's going to do 4 points of piercing damage. Now you guys, now Aramil, you get an attack.
Oh, the guy's trying to get away.
No, there's one guy next to Galen, one next to Gregor,
Oh, it's my turn.
and
It's
one
my
next to
turn.
Brokar. Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Galen probably sees this the most, but I'm just like still kind of like breathing really heavily and just like I think Galen probably notices too. My fists are just like clenched really tight and like trembling a little bit.
What the
And
hell
then,
is happening?
after like a second or two, I just kind of like release it, and my eyes start to kind of look a little normal again, and I just kind of take a deep breath, and then how close is there still a guy really close to me?
yeah. I mean, like I said, you're basically all within fighting range of each
I'm just
other,
gonna try and trip him, like go for a little like under the leg sweep, and just try and trip him on the ground.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Yep. Oh no, Zach froze.
Oh no, Zach froze.
Oh no,
Oh.
Zach froze.
You did. Alright, quick,
Looks
everyone,
great.
level up to level 20.
All right. I'm pressing the buttons. Zach, no. He looks so disappointed.
Wait, while Zach frozen,
Just
What did I
permanently
miss? What was that?
judgmental.
hang on, Kyler, what was the move that I missed? Also, why is my camera out? Come back.
You missed
It
a
looks so
move?
blurry.
The spell
I
you
was
cast.
out and you did some sort of crazy spell, and I feel like I missed something really cool.
He did.
Oh, I just did a compelled duel. So, like, the leader of the fish people's, like, in a one-on-one duel with me.
You can force someone to fight you?
Yeah. More, if they attack anyone else, they have disadvantage.
Oh, wow.
It only ends if, like, someone attacks that person, someone else, or if I attack someone else, or, like, run away, or cast a different spell.
Gotcha.
Could be a disembodied voice because apparently I lost video connection.
Oh no.
Oh.
Can you?
Kind
Yes.
of.
Your
Little
audio's
choppy.
not
Yeah.
great either.
Can't hear you.
Well, that's because I'm on my phone.
Right.
Ah.
Oh,
So-
shit.
I don't know what just happened to my internet, but
Oh.
it dropped out.
Oh no.
So
Is someone stealing your
We
internet?
lost our DM.
no, I don't fucking know. Anyways, so Aramil.
I'm sweeping the leg.
Decide there's 3 more guys. There's one going against Gregor, one going against Galen, and one going against Rogar. Who do you want to attack?
The one going against Galen. So I'm just like basically kicking his lower half, trying to knock him over.
By the way, with this music, I'm imagining that there's a band
Yep.
just been playing this whole time.
Yep.
We actually talked about that while you were gone.
Oh, really?
Yep. They're
Yeah.
still going. All right. The first one is it's
Perfect.
only a 9. I don't think that hits.
One second.
Okay. Oh man, 2 bad rolls.
There he is.
There he is.
There he
Okay.
is.
Better.
All right. I think I missed both my attacks. I rolled a 9 and a 10.
Yes, so they both miss.
Yeah.
All right, so you take one swing and the other, and like at this point, this guy's kind of like getting like all sorts of weird because he just saw a small gnome try to stab somebody, and then you knock out 3 guys, and he's like on his edge, like he's ready. And so you throw a couple of hits, and he's just like, and just like manages to back away.
All right, and then I'll just kind of stand at the ready, kind of, and I'll move my way in between him and Galen, so he's facing off against me instead.
Well, so you can't because there's not enough space between him and Galen to do
All right,
that.
well, I'll just try and motion.
But you can move next to him to like try and make sure the target. Okay,
Okay.
Galen sees what you're trying to do, and he appreciates it.
Rogar, you.
I am going to punch the guy in front of me.
Okay,
Bold move.
Very
make an
complex.
attack.
I got a 13.
Okay,
That is.
that does hit.
Oh, it does hit. Oh, all right,
Yep.
so just do 8 points of damage.
8 points damage. All right. So you knock him right the fuck out. You have an additional attack. What are you gonna do?
Can I just...
Bigger or Galen? They both have guys, and then there's the guy that's attacking that Regis is attacking.
Probably get your help Galen out.
All right. Make
Go
another
there.
attack.
Just gonna do another punch.
Another attack roll.
Yep, got a 21.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
8 more.
8 points damage.
8. So you knock his out with an additional 4 remaining.
Can I hit the other guy in your Gregor with the tail?
Yes, you can. So you're gonna do an additional 4 damage to him. So you take and you hit your guy. You just like boom, and you hit him hard, and he just boom, boom falls to the ground. You see the guy next to Galen, and you just kind of bring your hand back and just slam like down on his back. The guy falls forward and smacks his head against the ground, passes out, and then you turn around and there's Galen or Gregor like getting ready to like make another attack, and you just like slam your palm into the back of the guy's head. It falls on the ground.
See, I was imagining more of just one continuous strike, like Thor's hammer.
Boom, 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 boom.
Second guy, the third guy. There's just nothing left to hit.
All right. So you guys took out all of those guys. The only one that's left is the one fighting Regis. So, what does Regis got? 8.
I think it's his turn next.
Yeah, Regis. So
I'm
it's
going to
you.
be sitting on a table watching.
What are you
this
gonna do?
fight,
It's me.
eating whatever
Right.
food's on the table.
So I just imagine that like Eye of the
Everybody's-
Tiger is playing right now, but
Yeah, I imagine.
and I mean
The band
I'm just
just
gonna
switches
attack
stuff.
this guy twice.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, can you actually play Eye of the Tiger?
I can't, no. But
It's
we all know what it
copyrighted.
sounds like. So,
Excuse me, sorry.
Our YouTube video will get taken down.
Mhm.
All right, so my first attack roll was a 10. My second was a 17.
okay, so you hit the second one, and then you do 5 points of damage?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell me how you end your portion of this bar brawl.
All right, so I imagine this guy after I hit him with like the crit 20 is kind of stumbling. I'm just gonna like both fists up, raise, and just slam him down on his head into the ground.
So
Wait, what
what's
are
going
you?
on now is bodies have just been falling. You guys are just fucking boom, rocking people in the face, throwing punches, stabbing people with steak knives. Rogar finishes off 3 guys with just quick 3 moves. Boom, boom, boom. Takes him. The bodies are still falling as Regis takes and finishes his uppercut and then just brings his hands up and just boom, slams it right down to the back of the Triton's head. Boom,
Question.
hits the ground. Yeah,
What kind
thanks
of
for
recruit-
ruining the moment, but it's okay.
Oh,
I love you, Natty. What's going on?
I don't
All
believe
these
you. Zach.
flavors.
What
You
what,
chose to be salty.
all this way.
what kind of creature are you?
Oh, I'm just a human.
Okay,
Really
I'm
tall
just like
one.
a tall, muscle-bound human.
nice.
Fantastic.
No.
So everybody's down. You guys are basically just surrounded by a pile of bodies, and the rest of the place is going crazy. There's fights everywhere. The Minotaur catches up and is just looming over you and looks at you all and says, "Were they giving you trouble?"
Only a little.
Galen just nods
He,
his
like,
head enthusiastically.
He
Galen
like
pulls the
slaps the
fork
guy
out of
that
his
like gets
shoulder.
too close to move away, and he goes, your rooms are upstairs. Go." And he just kind of like points over to a stairwell in the corner, and then proceeds to start pulling apart other fights. You hear him give this like low bellowing roar of just like stop, and about half the bar like kind of like is like stunned, but the other half's still fighting, and so he just like starts going picking people off. What are you guys gonna do?
I mean, Regis is just gonna turn back to like the poker table and like start just gathering up all the gold and chips that are left
Solid.
on it.
So you managed to collect 260 gold.
Ooh,
Hell yeah,
girl!
payday.
Mm-hmm.
What are the rest of you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna talk to Regis. Hey man, that wasn't bad.
Gonna start eating food on the table.
That's
I
now
was
on the
doing it
ground.
before.
You
Rogar's
just
gonna-
grab food from another table.
No, when he says food, he means the unconscious tritons on the ground.
Starts nibbling on it.
So I'm going to imagine that you just take, you push a guy aside, grab a plate off of somebody else's table, and just start eating.
Pretty much.
I'll probably do the same, but with the nearest unmanned ale that's left. Just down it.
Well, you guys don't go to your rooms. You just sit down where you were.
Yeah.
So you guys are eating.
Hey, we
Galen's
came
like-
to a bar. We want to have some,
Yeah, that's reasonable. So, anyways, to continue Gregor's conversation.
Wait, hang on. Galen was saying something.
What is
Oh,
Galen
I was just
doing?
gonna say they're sitting down to eat, and Galen like picked up a napkin and is like trying to like bandage himself where the forks like stabbed into him, but like he's struggling, but they don't care and they haven't noticed.
Actually, I think Airmill like downs that drink and just kind of like quietly heads up to a room, finds one of the rooms. Turns
So,
in.
by the stairway, you do find somebody who gives you your room key. You give them the name, your name, and they give you the room
Just
key that
gonna
you
grab
paid
it
for
and-
previously. Which for all of you, take off 2 gold for the drinks in the room for the night.
Okay.
Right.
The drinks that we're stealing.
They're
Well,
in the-
presumably you guys had. I mean, I guess you hadn't, but just take off 2 gold.
Okay, hang on. Well, get this later.
So that's what Airmill's did. Airmill
So
did.
okay. So you go to bed. Gregor, you were saying something.
Yeah, to Regis, whose name I don't know, who's currently piling chips into his, I don't know, I imagine his sack or something.
Probably like
Hey.
chainmail, just like lifted up like the front of his shirt.
Hey man, that wasn't bad.
Regis just kind of turns them like, was quite a night, regular night. You did pretty good dodging all those blows, sir.
I like to think the thunder would have kept him away, but apparently not.
That was terrifying. Nice,
I beat a little.
nice. You really kicked the shit out of all those people.
Hey, we have an opening for a man like you.
What are you guys like
And
Well,
like a
auditions are
mercenary
open.
troop or something, or what are you?
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
What are you guys on, like some kind of like divine quest or something?
what are we? Some kind
We've
of
got a
suicide
couple of
squad?
those.
Doing like something heroic?
No. I would say.
Presumably, okay, so I'm going to just say something. Presumably at this point, Galen and Rogar have both noticed this conversation occurring. You guys can chime in if you want to.
Galen's gonna finish his bandage and walk up the stairs and get a room.
I'm just gonna grab somebody else's food, probably.
No.
I feel like Regis would like interrupt him and be like, "You all seem like really good people. I would be happy to join you."
Excellent. We look after our own, and our own is, there's 6 of us. Yeah. I can count. All right.
Oh yeah.
Fair
wait,
enough. Fair enough.
what has Thuray been doing? Did he come in with us?
No, Thuray gave you guys directions and then was dealing
I
with
see.
dock fees
I
and
see.
restocking the ship and
Never
just
mind.
generally getting things seaworthy to go to Pashara, the island of the Lost Tribes of Ursine,
Gotcha.
which is what you guys had
Wait.
currently planned.
I have to go
There
there.
was some
Anyway.
conversation
Yeah,
that
we'll
probably
talk-
still
we're
going
gonna
to
talk
happen,
about
but
Yeah, we'll talk.
Is
um,
Rez stayed like on the boat, didn't he?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
Okay,
yes, he is currently passed out because he
Very
puked
sick.
too much.
that's convenient.
So, listen, what's
Maybe.
your name?
Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe it is convenient. What of it?
Plot device.
He's not here, okay?
He's got plot armor, but not good enough to stop the seasickness.
You can
Not
defend
gonna
against
protect him
plot,
from
but not
everything.
much else.
All right.
So, but I didn't catch your name. You go turn in those chips. We've had a really, really, really long couple of days. So, I'm gonna go to bed. But tomorrow morning we should catch up.
Okay. I'm just gonna probably get drunk and fall asleep on like a table or something out here. I can't really afford a room, so
Dude,
now,
I mean
now
I
you
could.
can.
I
You
just
have
I
a
just don't want
giant pile
to.
of money in your shirt right now. All right, buddy.
Just let it happen. Just let me fall asleep on this table.
Buddy, you do you. I do worse. And with that,
Okay.
I shake his hand and I go upstairs.
All right.
All right. Galen, Rogar, what are you guys gonna? Oh, Galen went upstairs. Rogar, what are you gonna do?
After eating, get pretty full. Probably gonna head upstairs too.
Okay.
Seriously, we haven't slept in like
All
3 days.
right.
All right. You guys want to do anything specifically before you take a long rest?
We probably should have asked someone if they know where we can identify some magical items.
We already did that.
So Thray said
I
that he
was
can
there for that.
identify most of them himself if you give him time.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
Thray
Oh.
said that he can identify them if you give him some time.
Gotcha.
I think Aramil spends most of his like rest like meditating, just in like a
Okay.
deep meditation.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, especially considering what happened.
Yeah.
Can
So,
I?
fantastic.
Can I'd like to do I'd like to look around my room. Just
Okay.
I don't know.
So you take a look outside of your room.
Around my room
No,
and outside my
sorry.
room. The whole thing.
Around your
Are we
room.
gonna do-
I mean, it's a
Uh-huh.
pretty standard room. It's actually very clean considering the city and what you've seen of it so far. Your room is like well made up. The sheets are like clean and like pulled across the bed flat. You look out a tiny window outside, and yours just happens to look out into the street below. And you see, I mean, regardless of the fact that at this point it's, I mean, almost midnight, there are lots and lots and lots of people outside partying still. You kind of look up and down. You don't see any streets that seem particularly interesting. But you do notice that since you're on the third floor, you do notice that the island itself is actually not very high. There are no like huge peaks, no mountains or anything that you can see. It's just a pretty low-lying island. And since you're above the height of most of the palm trees that are on the island, you can actually see maybe 20 miles away, there's the ocean across the island.
From the third floor?
Yeah, there's 3 floors for this one. So,
This is a small planet.
you do notice that there are flames, like large kind of like torch towers around the perimeter of the island, though.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, all right. Anything else, gentlemen?
I think before he goes to sleep, Galen has never done this before, but he wants to try to use his minor illusion spell to give himself a scar to make himself look more intimidating. But he doesn't know if it's going to work because he's never tried it.
I don't know if you can use minor illusion like that.
I don't know
You probably could.
if I
Hilarious.
can, so
I think
we'll find
so,
out.
But let's find out.
I feel like everyone would wake up and be like, Galen, what's that right there? It's so big. What did that
Don't worry about
happen?
it.
Do like the whole glass,
Oh,
like the
buddy,
whole
you're
white
adorable.
eye, like whited over eye, and like the big cut through the face. Like,
I'm thinking a cut like right
you're
through the
so
eye.
Cute. I have still like broken blood vessels along there, some shit.
I feel like there's something I should be doing, but I can't think what it is.
So,
I need to redo my spells.
I'm going to say that you can, but it only lasts for a minute.
Oh. Well, okay, then I try it, and I go
Yeah.
to bed expecting it to be there when I wake up.
You could do it in the
And
morning.
it's not going to be.
So
Sorry.
you like kind of like concentrate real hard and you like cast a spell and you look in the mirror and you see it like a thin line just peer down, kind of making you look like pretty grizzled actually. Like you're kind of like, oh, it's off.
Do you do like a little stubble with that?
I think it's so badass.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah. And like you kind of like move around to make sure that it stays. And like it takes a little bit of concentration, but you get it to move with your face. Like, yeah. And then you go to bed. Oh, everybody take a long rest.
Yeah. It is a cantrip, Galen, so you could just like cast it every minute.
I suppose I could.
Just like you just
Maybe
like,
we'll try that.
So,
It's like a nervous
Anyways.
tick. Like every minute you just go like.
Hang on. So is anyone? Am I the only one who has to like redo spells?
No, you got.
I do, but I
Whoa.
just took a long rest, so I'm probably not going to change any of them.
yeah.
I haven't changed my spells in
And I was
weeks.
actually going to suggest that we take a break so I can use the restroom and we can grab drinks and things like this.
All
So,
right.
Fair.
Let's take
All
a
right.
break. I'll put the title music back up, and then we'll come
I
back.
I
sounds
love.
good. Thank
Then
you,
we'll
sir.
put it back, laddie. All right. And we're back.
All right. So you guys complete your long rest. It's a little tumultuous. There's a lot of shouting, fighting downstairs, all that stuff. You hear the Minotaur bouncer yell a few more times. But eventually everything's quiets down. You guys get your rest. And the next day dawns, and it's actually a really nice day. A little bit warmer than what it was in Dresden. There's a nice breeze coming off the sea. The sky is bright blue, few clouds in the sky. The green, lush forests around the rest of the island.
Hey,
and
this
then
place is
the
gross.
streets of the city itself. But for the most part, it's pretty pleasant. So, what are you guys gonna do?
I think prior to, probably because Aramel doesn't have to like long rest as long as most people do. Like he kind of wakes up earlier than everybody else usually, and usually he just like waits in his room and meditates while everyone else is rising. But this morning he gets up and like goes downstairs and just kind of just checks out the scene. Like, what's the scenery of the bar? Is it in shambles?
Not even a little bit.
Really? Taken care of?
It's actually very, very well cleaned up. There's a few people, few tables full of people, sailors that appear to be getting ready to like set out, stuff like that.
Do I see Regis asleep somewhere?
You do see Regis passed out.
Or I guess he's the
not
paladin.
not at the table that you guys were, but over in the corner you do notice Regis, and you do notice that same Minotaur bouncer.
Okay.
Not cleaning. He's actually setting out new tables and chairs. Now you kind of recognize that they're pretty crudely made, pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Presumably probably because this happens regularly. And standing next to him is someone that you've heard of before, but not actually seen. So there's him, this very large Minotaur, right? 7-8 feet tall. And beside him, standing about 3.5-4 feet tall, is a small, bluish-skinned person. They're wearing like a cloak, something that comes up over their head. You can kind of catch a glimpse of the features that they're not necessarily mammalian. It's more of like an aquatic looking features. And they're kind of like walking together, and they seem like very jovial, like having a great conversation as they like set things out, and like the little one's like making marks on a bunch of like marks on a clipboard while the Minotaur's like taking and setting stuff out. You, from the stories that you've heard, right, from being at the monastery and being part of Drow society, know that on Ithira, typically Minotaur and Vedalken are sort of bound together. They're paired up when they reach a certain age, and they're expected to be together for the rest of their lives. It's just a result of the Great War that went on when their two races kind of banded together. So while you have not seen this like specific pairing before, you kind of recognize it, that it's normal, even if they're not on the continent that this typically happens on.
All right, cool. Do they see me at all? Or are they just going about their business?
The Minotaur notices you, but just continues setting
I was
up.
gonna say I probably just give him a nod, and then basically just to save time, I'm just gonna walk outside and search for a place to sit down and fish. I have my fishing tackle with me, and I'm gonna go fishing.
It's pretty easy to find behind some of these places. There's like a couple streets, and there's like a couple like behind the main street, there's an alleyway, and then like another row of like beachside properties. And it's just pretty easy access to the beach.
Okay. Yep.
And there's, I mean, a few people out there and a few ships leaving, but like not a ton of activity outside right now.
I'm just gonna fish until I catch something, and then I'm going to kill it with my quarterstaff, and then I'm done.
Legend the shit out of it.
Yep.
Fantastic. I love it.
Hit it with a fucking stick.
All right. Are any of you other guys going to do anything before breakfast?
Let's
say that.
I have a question. Is there like a general store in town?
There is.
Okay. Can I go visit? Can I like wake up, go visit this general store?
So you wake up, but you're also aware that it's a little early for Bosha to be up and about.
Ah. Okay. Well, in that case, I'd just like to chill at the bar until like this general store opens.
Okay. Anybody else?
Just gonna sleep until breakfast, probably.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna sunbathe naked.
While I would not doubt that that's something your character does, I have to ask: is it actually something you're going to do?
Yes. Like on my balcony. I'm assuming I have a balcony on the third floor.
You don't.
Ah.
So you hang out the third floor window naked.
I'm just leaning out the window.
Little window, and he just opens it up and then just like sticks his ass out. just his lower half.
I feel like just from excitement, he should just be like, ah!
Kicks a little
Yelling
bit.
into the street.
Flails his legs. All
Ah!
right, so that doesn't happen. Breakfast.
Aw.
Yeah, going down for breakfast.
And
Alright.
I do make my way back to the tavern once however long that, I don't know how long that
So
takes.
you take and you bash the fish, and you kind of feel a little bit of a charge. Almost seem to like run along it, and since it's like you're a weapon that you're very, very well attuned to, you kind of notice the change.
Yeah.
And as you do it, you kind of notice not that you've had it for very long, only a few days, but you can already tell that it seems hungrier.
What? What are you? I mean, obviously Gregor doesn't know what's happening.
So,
What the hell
anyway,
is
so you
happening?
guys put that aside, head back to breakfast.
Okay.
You guys all meet up. Regis, not necessarily. It's up to you. Although you did make a drunken deal with Gregor last night, so you know.
I don't even know if they exchanged names. I think they just said,
Um,
you're cool.
they
You're
did.
cool too. Okay, we'll be friends. Okay, bye.
Are we best friends? Yup.
Yep.
I feel like, I mean, just Regis, I feel like breakfast, if they were all there for breakfast, he'd probably just go straight up to Rogar and be like, clearly you're the leader here. The largest man.
You are correct.
What is the paying rate of your group? Like how much do you guys offer your employees?
I definitely spit out whatever juice I'm drinking as soon as he says what he's
I was gonna say, and none of you have any idea what's going on.
Galen just kind of chuckles.
Oh, hey,
under his
buddy, what's
breath.
going on?
Hey, guy.
Hey, guy. Hey,
Generally,
chum.
it's usually a more of an effort based. Like we just killed this king. We all got a bunch of gold from that.
Basically, it's whatever you can steal.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we shouldn't
So-
tell people about the king killing next time, Rogar.
Solid resume. I like it. You guys seem bold. Like you guys just do stuff off of your impulse and no logic involved. I like that. That's what I like in people.
Pretty dead on.
Yes. So I imagine you're off to somewhere, I don't know, epic? You're gonna go
Nah.
do some shit?
It's
Really-
not that we go to epic
really, I have
places,
no
it's that
idea.
places become epic when we show up. Like last night.
I like it. I'm sold.
Nice. What's your name, by the way?
Regis
Who are you
Borsbane.
again?
Regis what?
Borsbane?
Borsbane.
Yes. I killed a shitload of boars, thus they named me Borsbane.
Did they name you Borsbane, or did you name you Borsbane?
The village where I grew up in
Mm.
named me this.
That's quite a feat. Boars are pretty dangerous animals.
Yeah, I killed the shit out of those boars. Killed them good.
Yeah.
Why, may I ask, did you kill so many boars?
Were you
What?
bored?
No, our village was kind of like in a food shortage, like a famine of sorts. And I was like a young man, didn't really have to work the fields, so I just, figured like I'm just gonna go out and hunt something real quick. And I found some boars, I killed like 5 of them, dragged them back to the village. And everyone was so impressed that they named me that.
Nice.
So you come from a village of participation trophies and all that.
Yeah, also lots and lots of shit. There's shit everywhere.
Sorry to hear
We
that.
know about
Do you
that.
mean literally, or
Like
is this
we
some
had
sort
a
of metaphor?
Like we had a shit snowman one year.
Oh God, a shit man?
Yes, a shit man.
Was it like? Never mind. I don't want to know. Yes, I
Galen
do.
just pushes his breakfast
Once it
away from
dried,
himself.
The chocolate pudding Aaron just started eating. He's just like,
Sees Galen pushes breakfast away, grabs his plate.
So
what are you doing
at
here
this-
in Brack, Regis? Wait, you said your name right? Yeah.
yes. Yes.
What brings you to such a fine town compared to where you came from, apparently?
Well, as a as a brave person, definitely a brave person, not a coward. I am definitely just found myself here looking for a new line of work, way to get around, looking for somewhere else to go.
That lines up, because we were
Yeah.
we were kind of discussing the other day about where we should go next, what we should do.
Our last guy got turned to ash, so good that you're here.
Sounds like a good way to die.
Yeah, it was kind of a cowardly thing. It was unfortunate. He was a bit of a coward.
Yep.
I'm just
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't say that.
I like him.
Uh,
I like most people, except for Phil. I didn't like Phil. He didn't have my sandwich.
it's a good way. I'm not. Okay, don't turn to ash. Not gonna die like that. That's for sure.
Just kidding.
So like seeing you guys kind of around and noticing that you're up and about, the small blue creature comes over, and as she gets closer, you can tell that it's actually a woman. The Minotaur continues checking stuff, but she comes over and she looks at you and she goes, "You're Regis, right?" And points at you, Regis.
That is I. Yes. The miss.
She's like, hold on a second. I have something for you. And she pulls out a scroll and puts it in front of you. And it's a pretty shitty drawing of you. Bald head, beard. The
Bald.
nose is way too big. The ears are way too big. You have a scar that doesn't actually exist on your face. And it says reward 200 gold. And she's like, some of the gangs have passing around this morning. You might want to lie low.
What did you do?
I'd like to grab that like bounty letter real quick and just eat it.
Gregor's like, what the?
Just shove it in my mouth and just be like, I have a weird habit where I eat paper sometimes.
Do you?
Yes.
Interesting.
That is
Hang
As
on,
I try to like shove.
She looks at you and just kind of goes, okay. Just
Hang on.
walk away.
Wait. Before she walks away, did any of the rest of us see what was on that paper? Are you drinking from a copper mug?
Yeah, passive
I
I don't have any
perception.
more glass mugs that are
That's-
clean, so
that's
yes, it's
fantastic.
copper.
Nice. So, did any of the rest of us see what was on it?
All of you saw what was on it.
Oh, okay. So then, my question stands: what did you do, dude? That's right. Gregor says, "Dude."
That's fine.
Does he though?
He does.
Probably.
Real
He's trying to
quick.
be effective.
A clerk of the God of War, former
Dude.
clerk of the God of War, current clerk of the resurrected God of the Tempest.
Those are two
Says
totally
dude.
radical gods, so he says stuff like
Yes.
Oh my god, we
Yes,
might
he
be friends,
does.
I just realized.
Totally radical, dude.
that. Sick, bro.
They've both given him an abundance of weird confidence.
That's actually probably true. So continue.
Alright. Zach,
Yeah.
DM2 player, what exactly like kingdom did I hail from? If there was like a kingdom? I know like
So I
the
don't-
country name.
You're asking about your own backstory?
I don't have a specific name yet.
Okay.
You
Fair
can just say that you were
I'll
part
just keep
of
it general.
I don't know
blank
my backstory.
army.
So I'm not-
My
Yeah.
apologies.
I was a part of a sort of
Blank,
military.
blank.
What?
Speaking to them, I was a part of sort of a military, and well, how do I put it? I went AWOL. I just kind of ran away for good reasons.
But what is the name of this kingdom that you were in the military?
Wait,
At
why did
this
you run
point-
away?
Saray slides into a seat next to Aramel.
Oh, out of nowhere.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What a
I haven't
sneaky
seen you in,
fucker.
a day.
So,
Hey guys,
What's going on, my man?
how'd you get here?
what the fuck did you do in here last night? This place is a goddamn mess.
Okay, to be
You're
fair,
brown.
we
It's
got our
perfectly
wills.
fine.
It's fine.
We walked in, they attacked Rogar, which was a mistake. They attacked Galen, which was a bigger mistake. And then the result was what you see.
I mean, that makes sense. Galen is pretty cute.
I got stabbed
I
with a
won a
fork
lot.
He got
You
stabbed with a
stabbed with a
fork.
fork?
I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
after I tried to stab somebody with a knife. So I guess it was kind of.
But he
You know,
tried
tit
to
for tat.
step on you, so
Yeah.
I feel like
Tried?
Karma.
You didn't actually succeed?
It's a long story.
That's upsetting. Who the fuck are you?
Hey, be nice. This is Regis.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
not nice. We know this. Who the fuck are you?
Are you
I
not?
put my
Are
hand
you
on
sober?
Ray's back. It's just the Ray.
I
We
am.
like the Ray.
Well, stop being sober. No one likes you when you're sober.
I am trying to turn over a new leaf.
Well, try
It's been
later.
a long 2 days.
That it has.
Anyways, sorry.
Oh, sorry you had
Angry.
to sit on a boat for 2 days. Ooh. Sorry, the sailor had to sit on the boat for 2 days. Ooh, must have been rough.
I wasn't sitting on the boat for 2 days, asshole.
I'm just kidding with you, Ray. You guy. You cool guy.
He
You.
just flips you off. Turns back to Regis and is like, alright, question stands. Tone it down. We'll remove the fuck. Who are you? Who the are you? Sorry, we'll take the out there too.
English.
Who are you?
Common.
Regis Borisbane, human, generally, by trade.
Okay. That's
Also,
good.
paladin, soldier, ex-soldier? Soldier.
Alright.
Apparently.
Yes.
Soldier
Soldier.
So
that went AWOL.
Yeah, sure.
Why are we talking to him, guys?
He joined up. He joined the ranks
Yeah.
of the
Joined.
Webby's Angels.
He
Joined
fights
up?
good, basically, is what it is. And
Let me tell you, do I know how to hit a person?
I saw it.
true.
That's
So I knocked the guy. I got the fuck out.
that's good, except you went AWOL. So
For good reason.
why should we trust you?
Hang on a minute. Gregor's a
It was
man
for
of
good reason?
integrity. He makes a good point.
Mm,
Mm,
Well, let's put it this way. Why did
He
you
might just
go
run
AWOL?
off with all our gold. when we're not looking.
I don't think that.
All right.
That's
All
true.
right.
Just
So
saying, Rogar holds onto his gold pretty tightly, so.
If you know what I mean.
not chewing it for the gold.
I do know what you mean, Galen, and I feel like we're being bad influences on you. I approve.
So.
I could use
Sorry,
a little
what was
corrupting.
that?
Hang on,
Weird
we've
bald
wandered
human.
a bit. Why did you go AWOL?
Oh.
And
Well-
really, what we're asking is, why the fuck should we trust you on our ship? It's pretty small. It's a lot of room. We have a very, very sick elf on there already. Like,
We hadn't even mentioned the ship, Thray. You're jumping the gun, quite literally, right?
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm jumping the gun.
Besides, Rogar's the
Who
leader.
the fucking
Huh?
Rogar's the leader.
Yeah,
Correct.
Three, you're
Three is just
wrong.
obviously.
In this instance, I am the leader.
You should
Rogar
really-
takes out Thray takes out this like thin disc. Right? It's a circular disc. He puts it down, and it pops up into like a little shot glass. And he's like, 2 days. 2 days! I was not around you. And I didn't drink.
You're-
Took you fucking like 18 hours to drive me back to it.
You're doing it to yourself.
Just
He takes his little keg off his hip
Really,
and just
just-
like pours himself a shot.
your
He
weak
whispers,
will.
"Come here." Back.
Yeah.
This guy seems like a very reasonable man.
We like
Wow,
Thray.
Mark.
Fuck you, Regis.
Even if he's not really a sailor, we do like him.
Oh,
It seems like he
slams
has
his
good
glass
business
down
to drink.
And looks at Galen and goes, "Not you too."
Oh, I was just kidding, you big guy. We're there,
Alright,
right? We can joke. We're there.
Hold on.
We reached that point. Yeah. Okay.
cool.
Great.
I heal you. I saved your life once. That was cool.
You guys mentioned that you had some shit. Some
I do.
magic shit?
Yes.
Let's have some magic shit.
I acquired 3 weeks provisions for our boat.
Nice.
For
Wow.
5 of us, not 6. I'll make some adjustments. It's fine. Realistically, where the fuck are we going?
I would like to go.
We were
if
just
possible,
discussing that.
Where are we going?
to the Ursine people.
I asked.
Why are you part of this conversation?
Because I would like to know where I'm going. What
Why
I'm
are you
getting
going
paid to
anywhere
do.
with us?
Yeah, so you might have to convince the Ray of why we should accept you as one of us. We've all, murdered things together.
While
It's
Rogar
true,
is the leader,
basically.
Thray is the captain of the ship.
That is
Aim
a
the
good
temperature.
way to
I
form
can leave your ass
bonds.
here.
I say
Alright.
just let Thray get drunk a little bit more. He'll probably
They'll come around.
All right. Listen, I don't give a shit about your full story,
All right.
but if you went AWOL, why the fuck should we trust you?
It was just kind of a once in a lifetime AWOL thing. So I mean,
Did you not want to be in the military or something?
well,
Did
no.
you take a look at a big monster and go, "Oh no, I don't want to fight that," and run
Pretty
away?
much, yeah, more or less.
Oh, then you might not fit in with us.
Maybe not.
Well,
You guys-
I mean,
I don't know if you talked to these guys, but they just killed the fucking king. Probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, we're not.
Um,
we're
We
not
should stop
mentioning that.
drinking.
We're not mentioning.
they've
that.
already mentioned it.
Shut up.
They've already talked about it.
But
I
like,
think it's bold. I like it.
This is why we don't trust sailors. This is why we don't trust sailors.
Listen,
Thray just can't keep his mouth shut.
He's got diarrhea of the mouth. Am I right, Rogar?
Right.
Yeah.
It's better than the constipation in the mouth that Rogar has. So,
Don't make
I
fun of
pat
his
Ray in the
speech
back
impediment.
again.
He's working
I
on
still
it.
like you, Thray. You're fun.
Have you ever gone to a speech therapist, Rogar?
I don't need one.
I learn.
We're sitting here thinking, fuck all of you.
Me learn words good.
No need
Okay,
big
anyways.
Little words do trick.
words.
So Thray's kind of not convinced, but he's like, whatever.
Three.
All right.
Fuck it.
Three.
I'll sail the
Three.
ship. Don't get me killed. I don't give a
Right.
shit.
All right, Ray. What if I buy you this city's best alcohol, at least like a keg of it or something?
Don't need it. I hold my
Are you
little
sure?
keg. I'm like,
That would
this thing?
it would help.
Would you like some diversity?
No, but that thing. No.
I can tell whatever I want, and it just gives it to me.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Three.
Can I have some?
What bigger?
So,
Let's
we good.
let's get him on board for now. We have 3 weeks to get to know him. If we don't like him, throw him off the side of the ship.
That's fair.
Fair point. All right. So
Also, did you see Galen's message?
I did not.
It's more for Aramil, actually.
Okay. So Thray kind of looks at you guys and he's like, all right, you guys get a few weeks to breathe. Where the fuck are we going? Obviously, we probably shouldn't go back where you guys did the bad things.
True.
Can't go.
Hey.
So,
So I was asked quite some time ago to visit people, the Earth sign people. My goddess Theo asked me to do it. Kind of want to go there.
And what did your goddess say about this place? What is its
that
importance
is
to you?
true. For me, I mean, I talked with the kid. We did some really fucking basic calculations. Not that many sailors know how to do calculations. And
What? Really?
No.
Oh, captains, I guess, have to.
Navigator.
Navigator. There's not a ton of navigators that are like real into historical fiction.
I guess we're gonna have to go find one then.
Math is dumb. I hate math.
Regardless, I'm pretty sure I figured it out. If they're real, I can't promise, but find out one way or another.
Yeah, I need to find the Lost Tribe of Earth sign and find the temple of Ursobilis Arcturus and proclaim her name. She didn't really tell me why, but she's a god, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't care. I just have to do it. But-
The temple of what? Ursus Horribilis?
That's the one.
Isn't that?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Do I know?
I
that?
just
Ursus
wasn't sure what you
Horribilis
said.
Arcturus, yeah.
Would I be able to know what that language is?
Wait,
no.
it's metagaming. Is that a thing? Do I know? I mean, I know what it means, but does Geiger know what it means?
None of you guys know what it means.
Okay.
You're fine.
I know
You
what
can
it
ask,
is.
I mean, you can ask that. That's not metagaming. You can ask, "Do I know what that means?"
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'll tell you.
Do I know what that means?
No.
So no, I don't know what it means, but it's a temple, and temples are always filled with gold and stuff.
Okay.
I'm on
So
board.
you want to go there, and what are you supposed to find?
Well, I suppose the sword of Thea, which sounds pretty cool.
Right.
The storm goddess that you now
If you
worship.
shut your dirty mouth right now. Thea is real, and she is reclaiming her position in this world. And you would
I
do
mean-
well to become a follower, even.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
punk.
God.
Okay, calm down. I've already got my whole own thing going. I don't need another fucking god to look up to. So fuck off.
Sorry. I was struck by the Holy Spirit.
Bring
Good guys. Gregor slouches in his seat, exhausted.
Frey's like, okay, so sword of Thea, the storm goddess, on the island.
That's the one.
Cool. All right, so 1 vote for Pashara. Great.
2
That's the name
votes.
of the island, just so you know.
I also vote that we go there.
Oh, hey, I love you guys.
Oh,
I also
Okay.
vote that.
there's also a couple of the continents we can go to. I mean, Eldrin's just like one of them.
What's that?
So we can go to Ephira or we can go to Talcris. It's up to you.
Any of those places got any good food?
Probably.
Well, you know that you're from Ephira. Both
Oh, I do.
you and
Oh,
actually you, Gregor, and Aramel are all from Ephira.
And me.
None of you know what's going on with and you,
I actually hail from a few.
which
So do I.
we'll talk about later.
but I'm from
Go back
way
there.
up north. Right. Oh wait, no, sorry. Wow, I'm so sorry. I thought it was a different character for a second. Embarrassing.
I mean,
Sorry, different D&D game. Jesus.
personally, I'm in search of knowledge at the moment, so there's a chance we could find some there. I'm on board.
Not for a temple.
I'm still on a quest to overthrow Bane, and at the moment, Thea appears to be my way to do it. Plus, cool golden stuff for you guys.
Well, you all helped me with my quest to avenge the family of Trigleams, so I'm willing to help you in whatever you want to do, Gregor.
You got, all about it?
No, I don't think so. She's
No?
kind of mad at me, I think. But, those people deserve to have a king who rules justly, and I feel like we did the right thing.
Cool.
I agree with that. I feel the same.
No, nothing about that.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'll go.
Dresden
Let's
definitely
go.
still has a king. They're definitely not kingless.
True story, and a princess.
Never even heard of
Are
Dresden.
you
And a
sure
delightful
about that?
forest section.
As far as he knows, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so
This is an awkward moment.
Well,
Roger,
vote
what do you want to do?
for who votes for Pashara, the
That's
Lost
the
Tribes
island
of
with the Earth
Racine.
people?
Okay, I guess I don't even need to fucking bring up my other fingers. Cool.
please don't.
All right, so I've got 3 weeks provisions, so we can sail for realistically with fishing on the boat and other things. We can probably make 4 weeks. So 2 weeks one way. That should get us to where it should be.
I can make food.
I can
Yeah.
also make
Can
food
you?
and water.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're fine.
We actually have infinite provisions.
More or less.
Between the 2 clerics.
Pew, pew.
It's like
I mean,
Food
it's
everywhere.
It's kinda,
I can also purify food and water.
Ooh.
That's cool.
So,
fantastic.
just saying.
Hey,
We can do this.
so we've got provisions. We have very nice airmail. It just spot on.
That's
Three, I've missed you.
that's a monk thing.
3, I
You'll
dream
just-
about you.
I mean, hopefully you'll teach me someday.
There's so much
Really?
I can teach you, Thuray. So much.
Wink.
Nope, it wasn't. No
So-
wink. No wink at all.
Okay, unwink.
A ton of really great stores in this town. Like I said, pretty much everything's run by the gangs.
Ooh, apparently
There
I have to
are
kill
a
him.
couple of stores. There's a really good blacksmith, and there's a really good general store. Do you guys have
Yes.
stuff that you need to take care of?
I would
You
like
guys
to go
said
to
you
the
had
general
some
store.
magic items. I can fucking identify most of them.
That's really cool. I actually have, I guess, an out of game question.
Okay.
Aramil, when we found a bunch of money in the king's place,
Mhm.
did I give it to you to hold in the box, in the bag of clothing?
Nope.
Huh?
Nope. You kept it with you.
Oh, okay. So then we should probably go through that stuff, yeah?
Up to you, man.
No, I was thinking if we're gonna go and we're sitting here now anyway at the table. Before we go, let's sort of sort out some stuff. No?
Yeah.
Is that something we should do offline or?
Doesn't matter.
No, that's something we should do right now. So
Right now.
you guys went dungeon as a DM. You guys went dungeon to dungeon to dungeon. Okay. You have so much shit. It took me hours to go through all of the items and make sure you had the right item descriptions.
Except Roger
So
can tell you
I'm going to pull them together. Okay. This is all the stuff that you guys said that you took. I'm assuming you freely shared with the group what you all each individually had. Okay.
Oh, you did?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
Okay. I have a few things that like specific people took, but like for the most part. Okay. Let's assume Thray takes a day and just identifies everything.
hmm
A full day. Okay.
Yeah, like, even if it's not now on the ship, I'm sure like at some point he can do it all.
Okay.
You demand
No,
the
I
right.
mean, we're going to assume now because if you guys need to sell it, you can sell it.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So you have and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what it is, and then you guys are going to decide who gets it,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell you the name, and you're going to add it in D&D Beyond. Okay.
Bargaining.
So you had a potion that was mostly red with some green flecks floating through it. Okay.
Gross.
That is a potion of growth.
Ooh.
Okay.
Rogar.
Ray's
Rogar for
like, so basically
Or Galen.
it makes you big. I mean, not that way. And he looks at Rogarns. Not that
I
way.
was thinking the same thing.
I was gonna say.
It makes your entire body big.
So it does work in that way still.
Sort of.
If it lasts more than
Sort
4
of.
hours, call a doctor.
Okay. Who wants to take that?
I feel like a big angry Rogar should probably get that.
I agree.
Sure.
I agree.
Rogar's hesitant
Let's
about
make him
magic items,
even
so I don't know.
bigger.
Regis is just like pulled up a chair. He's like, I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
The
No, but
leader-
like,
You guys
feel
can
free to
go
disagree with me. It just
Okay,
makes
okay.
him even more of what he is, which is big and angry and drunk.
I think when that giant black dragon comes back and I drink it, I can just punch it in the face or something.
Oh wait, so
Punch you in the
Ray,
dick.
does it just you just get bigger, or do you get any amplifications at all?
Is it like the
You're
enlarged spell?
stronger. Do you get? Huh?
Is it like the enlarged spell, Zach?
It is.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool.
So, what's the answer?
He grows, I think, twice his height or half of like twice his height.
I mean, I would have to look specifically
Pretty sure
to
it's
find.
twice his height, and it's like for a limited time, basically. But
Yeah.
he gets like enlarged
Wait.
strength too. He gets add like a D4 to his strength attacks and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so I think Rogar should get it.
Oh, I'll take it.
That'd be pretty sick.
You should write it down. Or something.
So,
I
So
had the
you
original
get-
potion, so I took that out of my.
You
inventory.
get the enlarge effect of the enlarge/reduce spell for 1d4 hours.
Nice,
So it can, in
Um,
fact, last 4 hours.
but no longer.
And When you enlarge, you double in size in all dimensions. Your weight is multiplied by 8.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Wow.
That's
so
a
you
heavy
turn
boy.
into a
Heavy
large
boy.
creature.
If you need you to crush something,
You have
now we know
advantage
how to
on
do
strength checks until the spell ends, so 1d4 hours, and strength
Oh,
saving
wait.
throw. Your target's
wait.
your weapons
Buddy.
also grow to match the new size.
it.
Mm.
And while you're enlarged, your attacks get an extra 1d4 to extra damage.
I think
Jesus.
Rogar
Okay.
weighs 300 pounds.
8 times.
So,
That's a lot of pounds.
That's 2,400 pounds.
let's
No.
just assume, right? We've come back to the inn after identifying all this stuff. Thray is like, all right, so this one makes you big and strong. And he sits on the table. And he just kind of slides it towards Rogar. And he holds up another potion that's a gold. And he's like, this one it in the truest sense, it's an anti-aging serum. It literally takes years off your life, and he sets it forward.
It takes years off your life.
Like, literally makes you younger
Permanently?
permanently.
Wait,
Wow.
seriously? So you drink this thing and you
Seriously.
become like a child or something, and then you stay that way.
I mean, as far as I can tell, it won't make you into a child, but it'll make you young.
How much younger?
I mean,
Holy shit! It's an immortality.
6, 12, 18, 24
You
years.
roll for it?
I don't know.
Wait, this is an immortality potion. Like you become say 24, and then you.
I mean,
stay
if
there?
you had a bunch of these, I don't know where the fuck you guys found this, but
Oh,
holy
you said
shit.
so when you say permanently, you don't mean you stay at that age. You just mean it.
No, it reduces your age and then you
Right,
start
right,
aging
right.
again.
I gotcha. Wow, that's
Pretty
bananas.
powerful.
It's
Also,
like the magical version of Botox.
I feel
know,
like
when they
this is
take-
something
You know,
might need.
Botox where they take giant scorpion venom and
Mm.
a syringe and putting into your eyes.
Yep.
That stuff.
Poison.
It's like the magical version of that.
Unless anybody really wants this, I feel like we should save this for some kind of a crazy situation or a quest or something.
Put it in the back of
Yeah.
holding.
What about Rez?
Cool.
Isn't Rez an old man?
Yeah, but we don't like
not
him that
that old.
much.
What's it
Fair
called,
enough.
Zach? Potion of
It's literally called Potion of Longevity.
longevity. Okay.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
He hands the long amulet, the long diamond amulet that you found, Gregor, in the Temple of Bane.
The long diamond amulet of Bane.
And he hands it back to you, and he's like, this? And just like tosses at you. And he's like, I don't fucking want to touch that. So
What the
he's
hell
like,
is it?
number one, look into the gem. As you look into it, first on the top you see the hand, the closed fist that is the symbol of Bane.
Yep.
And then as you look closer, it's almost like the fist drifts away, and there appears to be a fanged face underneath.
Yeah.
Like as you peer into the diamond.
What am I looking at right now?
I don't know the fuck is making that face. All right, so you can. It lets you teleport.
Okay.
All
100
right.
feet with all your shit. I was trying to identify what happened. Things got weird. That face started laughing at me. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Basically, what I'm gonna say is, you can teleport. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen when you teleport, but you can teleport.
Like, okay, we'll talk about this later. And I slide it into my pocket, into my backpack. Is it weird that I'm kind of excited to be owning such a creepy thing?
No.
Hi,
No.
No, not even a little bit. Yeah.
Can he teleport other things?
He can only teleport himself and what he has.
So me
Like
and all my
his items. If you give him something, yes, he can teleport with it. But like he can't teleport people with him.
Gotcha.
So
Do you-
he's like he holds up a ring. And it's like got like little it's mostly gold with like little red flecks in the gold. And he's
is
like
it my ring?
no.
The one okay.
And he's like, I don't know the fuck who had this, and he's like tossed on the table, and he's like, it stops you from getting cold. I mean, it's pretty easy.
I like it. I would take it
I
if
don't
no
know
one
who the
else
fuck wants
wants
it.
What do you mean stops you from getting cold?
I mean, it stops you from getting cold.
I'm thinking it's a ring
Like
of resist cold or
literally,
something.
if it's freezing out, you put that ring on, and you don't freeze for like some real low temperatures.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I mean, like, if I had to guess 40, 50, 60 degrees below zero.
Damn.
I
In what
mean,
measurement system?
You can basically be in the Arctic and have that and just be like dressed like Rogar is right now.
I could
Scandalous
sunbathe
and
on an
like
ice
a-
sheet, naked.
Yes.
Hell yeah,
Yes,
bro.
you could. So, there's that.
Gregor
I-
can have that. I'm cool with that.
Sure.
All right, and I'll let people borrow it if they need it.
At this point, you realize Rogar has like a sack, like an actual like Santa Claus sack, and he pulls out this large, like it almost looks like a dodgeball, but it's white, and he's like, "This is a drift globe."
It's a what?
I mean, I've seen this before. I've used them, and he like whispers a word to it, and it hovers about 5 feet above the table, and then starts giving off light. The entire tavern is lit up brightly at this point.
What did you call it?
Drift.
A drift globe,
Ooh.
It's torch that floats with you,
It's a
basically.
magic floating torch.
It'll
That's
follow
super cool.
pretty much.
I feel like that should be a group item unless someone wants it.
Yeah, just throw it in someone's
Sounds
bag.
good.
Someone just hang on to
Cool.
it.
I
He's
prefer
like,
my
"All right."
old-fashioned torches.
I mean, they're better for mimics, so I can't blame you. Also, have you ever run into an actual mimic since I've known you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were there for a lot of them.
Like 5.
Like 5? Really? 5, actually.
Wow.
Wasn't it just the one?
There was the one in the there was the bunch of them in the arena, but that's all I remember.
And then
There was
one in
that
the-
one in the cave place.
Yep.
And when we were killing the king and we were not there, you were just off doing
Yeah,
whatever.
the king's bed.
Was
Yeah,
it-
but turned into a mimic.
The king's bed tried to kill you.
yeah, almost ate Galen.
Yeah.
Wait, it was a mimic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
This castle's
That's
real fucked
weird.
up.
it was fucked up castle. That's how we killed him. I mean, we didn't kill him.
I
Killed who? What are you talking about?
They're like,
We're
we
not
just
killers.
like
Come on.
Yes, kill the king. MBD. No big deal.
All right, what's next?
It's a turn of phrase. Killing the king, shooting the shit. You know.
All right, so the
Yeah,
whisper,
everybody.
or the whatever
it's
was in
fine.
the bag of holding.
I don't know who you got this from, Gregor. He holds up like a small golden ring, and he's like,
Ooh.
first off, there's a lovely inscription inside. It says, "To my pumpkin Idris." Who the fuck did you take
pumpkin.
this off of?
I took it off of Idris, apparently. He didn't need it anymore.
So this is sort of weird, but it makes you more attractive married women and less attractive single women.
It's attractive to unmarried men.
Less attractive to unmarried women. More attractive
That's-
to married women.
Amazing. Except I have a pretty strong ethical code. I would never sleep with a married woman. Unless she was my married woman. So I'm
So-
going to not put this on. Does anyone else want it?
Regis?
I'll take it.
Cool. Also, you can probably get a couple hundred gold for it, so maybe
I was
not
just actually thinking
give it to
about
the
that.
stranger.
Yeah, why don't we have a sell pile? We can just throw that in the bag of holding.
So sorry, we don't know you that well. You gotta kill some shit with us
You
before
don't
you
want
can
this
take-
anyways, aren't you? Are you unmarried, Regis? If you don't mind me asking.
Yes, I am unmarried.
Yeah, you don't.
But I'm
want
pretty
this
sure he'd like to sleep with a married girl. But yeah, let's put this in the cell pile.
Cool.
Okay.
So
So I can get rid of that ring.
the 3 obsidian amulets that we got off those cultists down in the Temple of Bane forever ago.
Oh, those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. So one of them allows you to cast the spell Shield once a day. He drops one on the table. The other one he drops on is like this one lets you cast Absorb Elements once a day. And this one lets you cast Sanctuary once a day.
Can I ask what are the?
It
What
just
is
drops them on the table. They're like these like black obsidian amulets with like silver chains running to them.
And
and
the
so,
blade
like-
is the hand of Bane.
They're pretty good. Do you guys know what those spells do? They're kinda
I can probably
stupid,
look
so
up
I
what
worry
shield and
sometimes.
absorb element.
Well, you have shield and the sanctuary spell list.
Yep. Shield is a reaction spell that lets you up your AC, like kind of like as something hits you to make it not
Yeah.
hit you.
I mean, it increases your AC actually.
Yeah. Sanctuary makes it so that anything that tries to attack you has to make a wisdom save against the DC in order to actually go through with it.
Wow.
And then, what was the other one? Oh, Absorb Elements. I think it
Absorb
just gives you resistance to a given element.
Resistance against a specific elemental.
Oh wow! I feel like.
So pass those out, I guess.
If anyone doesn't have any objections, I wouldn't mind having the shield one.
That's fine with me.
What were they all?
Your shield,
Sanctuary, Shield,
yeah.
and Absorb Elements.
You're in the thick of it all the time, so I'm okay with that.
Are they
What's that?
cursed by the cultists in any way?
No, or I don't think so. They're just
As
from.
far as I can tell. I mean, Identify doesn't really do a great
Actually,
job of identifying
Maybe
curses,
Rogar
so
should have
I
the
know.
shield. And I can take the Sanctuary one or something.
Is it like a ring?
It's a necklace
An amulet.
Oh, nice.
with a black obsidian left hand clenched in a fist.
Sounds peaceful.
Okay, so do you want to take the shield, Rogar? Airman will take the sanctuary.
Sure, I'll take
And
the
the
shield.
absorb element. We haven't really run into any elemental magic, at least not that I've seen.
Yeah, really, anyone could take it.
Or we can add it to the cell pile or the bag of holding.
I mean, I think this is pretty cool items. I'll wear both if no one's gonna take it.
I mean, I'll take absorb elements if
Yeah.
nobody else wants it.
Sure.
I don't know how Cloak Shadow's gonna feel about me wearing another god's symbol, but she's already mad at me, so
So why not make it worse? Go for it,
what
man.
more could it do, really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So I no longer.
So amulet of whatever the spell is.
So
amulet of shield.
it's called. Let me make sure I get the right name. So you guys can actually look it up. I made all of these items.
Oh shoot.
Oh hell yeah, man!
Oh, so you can just
so-
add them to our inventories. Actually, Zach.
Yeah,
if
you can
want.
actually literally just add them to your inventories.
That's cool.
Give me 1 second.
What are
I'm
they
gonna go
called?
back to whoever was watching this. Just
And I'll tell you homebrew creations. So there is they're called Obsidian Amulet of Bane.
Yep. All right.
And then there's 3 of them. There's one that says Absorb Elements, Shield, and another one that says Sanctuary.
If you start
So
typing
can
in
just add
amulet,
them.
they'll all pop up.
Sounds
So
good.
just add 'em.
Yeah. Obsidian Amulet should pop up.
All right. I'm taking the Sanctuary
Um,
one.
Cool. All right. So we're gonna try and run through this quick because we're actually out of time. So, the one that Galen had, the ring that had the jagged like marks that made you feel slightly hyper. He was like this. And he hands it back to you, and he's like, "This is a ring of jumping.
Oh.
It
Ooh.
triples your ability to jump." So, boing. He pulls out another one, and it's got like yellow zigzags along it. And he's like, "This is a ring of evasion. Makes you better dodge and shit." That's it on the table. What's that?
So we have a jumping and an evasion ring.
Can we get some more specifics on the evasion?
Give me a second, and I will absolutely get you more specifics on it.
All right. In the meantime, who wants the jumping? Or do you want to
That
settle
one's
it?
like just triples your jump height. Is that what it is?
It triples your jump height 3 times a day.
Oh,
You can
okay.
3 times a day. Basically, you become Yoda.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's actually real dope, if we're being entirely honest.
If I use Step of the Wind and use one of those, I can jump 6 times
You can
my normal height.
Fly, basically.
You could jump, because what is it? It's 3 plus your strength skill.
Yeah.
What's your strength modifier?
16. Oh, it's your strength score is the distance you can jump. As long as you run 10 feet, you can jump a distance in feet equal to the score. So I have 16-foot jump. So 16.
Oh, we
times
can't
6.
hear you anymore, Zach.
Zach, we can't hear you.
We lost you.
But 3 times 16 is 54.
Yeah, that's a long way.
54-foot jump.
I hadn't looked how it
Wow.
affected long jumps, but yeah, basically you can jump real far.
Uh,
Ring of Evasion has 3 charges. It regains 1d3 charges daily at dawn. When you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend one of its charges to succeed.
That's pretty sick. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
Wait,
it's a real
Give that to Gregor.
fucking
Give that to
good-
Gregor. Give that to Gregor.
Yeah.
I feel like
Can I, if you guys wouldn't mind.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Is that an item too? Or just a...
Yeah,
It's literally called Ring of Evasion, so you can add it to your inventory.
that's awesome.
He pushes a ugly brown potion bottle back towards
Can I take the
Rogar, and
ring
he's
of
like,
jumping real quick if anyone else doesn't want it?
You jump all the time. I feel like that's fine.
Okay.
Sure.
"Cool." Hands back a potion bottle with some ugly brown liquid in it to Rogar, and he's like, "This just makes it so if we're like tracking somebody down, they can't heal from resting."
What? Wait, can you... Hang on. What was it? This is a potion?
Yeah, so like if we hurt them critically, like really, like just beat the shit out of them, and they go lie down and like try to like sleep it off and like bandage themselves up and all that shit that we normally do, they don't. It doesn't help.
This is a potion that they would have to take, or that we would take? And it
That they would
affect
have to
them?
take.
You would not want to take it.
I don't know
This
why
is a
we would
poison.
use
I get it. This is not a potion.
That sounds like a bag of holding item.
Yeah, so he like
For
if
for
Rogar
a
wants
rainy
it, since he bought it, you can have it.
day. Oh yeah, if you bought it, Rogar.
I
Yeah.
bought it.
He takes out
What did I buy?
it was the poison.
Oh, from the guy in the tunnels. The guy.
Yeah.
The one dude.
Oh.
All it does is make him not like rest or whatever.
They
It's
can't.
I mean, it would be great if you were trying to assassinate someone,
Like a
It
king.
means that they can't heal themselves.
No,
basically.
somebody else can have it.
That's a bag of holding
Bag of
item.
holding. All right.
All right, he holds up a long, thin necklace with a black pearl at the bottom of it, and he says, "This is a pearl of power.
Ooh.
While you're wearing this, you can use an action to speak the command word, and you regain 1 expended spell slot
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
up to 3rd level. So
that's-
once a day, you get up to a 3rd level spell.
That's either for me or for Galen.
Yeah.
I don't plan on getting off the boat because fuck you all.
I would
So
Give it to.
one of you guys.
Sorry,
Maybe you guys.
sorry, I'm
could-
sorry. I forgot that you have magic.
I feel like
Fuck
Galen
all of you.
uses his spells more wisely than Greg.
Galen is very wise.
Maybe we can share it.
Not an understatement.
I wasn't gonna ask for it, but I am hurt.
Oh.
I'm disappointed.
What's that poison?
Shots fired.
What's that poison?
So he's
called,
just
Zach?
like holding it, and he's just like,
Give it to Galen.
I'll take it.
Give it to Galen.
But I'll say, if you ever need to use it, just let me know.
I appreciate it, buddy.
I got you.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Roga.
I mean,
What was that? What was that called? The Pearl of Power. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, real quick, what was that poison called that we put in the bag of holding?
It's something else. I will put it in there.
Oh, okay.
It's from a different homebrew set I
Okay,
grabbed.
I'll just put it in there as a. Yeah.
So he's like, pulls out another one. He's like, Gregor, you said you got this help the princess. He pulls out a blue potion, and he's like, this is a potion of frost strength.
Frost? So does it like add frost to my attacks?
Like,
Frost
it
giant
strength.
increases your strength way beyond what a normal person should be able to do.
That may not be for me. Let's
Give it to Galen. Give it to Galen. I want to see Galen fucking just roid out.
That sounds unsafe.
Gnome.
I think, I'd be against.
Thray just kind of pushes it towards you and is like, you have to take this.
I don't know. I don't know if that's really in alignment with what my goddess would want me to do.
Put it in
You
the bag of
inject
holding.
it in your butt. That's how you take it.
Oh,
What?
It's not.
It's not.
it's not. Point of order. Not how you ingest that.
Oh.
I don't. Where were you from again?
Who?
Ephira?
If
They do weird stuff there.
I mean, I've been there a few times. I've never heard of that, but sure, yeah,
That's why you went AWOL.
Not
Yeah.
that I've done that, but
it's okay.
other people have.
No judging.
No,
judging.
you're totally fine. It's whatever, man.
We're at Planet Fitness. Judgment free zone here.
Not like friends of mine or anything, but yeah.
No Zach. No.
Zach.
Oh, Zach, come back.
Oh,
You froze.
it was going
So-
so well. We have a lot of cool stuff.
It was
Wait,
it was
while
literally
Zach-
a statement,
while Zach
but I
is-
did it.
Working himself out. Aramil, for a bag of holding, I want to put all the gold and silver and stuff I found in the.
All right, we got a party
Alice.
fund. How much is it?
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure I didn't do this before?
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Zach.
think we did it a time
He's
before
back.
that, but I think the king stuff you just grabbed and we left. But we didn't
Okay.
do any of that then.
All right, so let me know when you're ready, and I'll tell you.
Yep.
397 gold.
Oh shoot, that's a lot. Can you do quick math? What's 397 plus 297?
That's 596.
94.
94.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
694.
Would it be 600?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
317 silver
All right. Easy. Okay.
and 37 electrum.
All right.
No.
Easy peasy.
All right.
You're back.
Sorry about that, guys.
No worries.
Know what's going on with my internet tonight. I'm real upset about it, though.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
You're fine. So Thray takes and slides a very intricate sword over towards Galen, and he's like, "So this is the sword that you took out the king, right?"
So that's actually the sword the king gave me, the real king, the dead king, gave me in Trigleam.
Wait, is it the one that I took, Zach? Off the king?
That's the one that I meant.
Oh,
The one that you took off the other king is just a normal sword. It's
Gotcha.
just magic.
This is an ornate short sword.
Yes. So he's like this, and like pushes it on the table. He's like, it's really sharp. Like, you should be able to do some extra damage with how well crafted this thing is.
Ooh.
It feels a little weird. Maybe it's just the fact that you guys took it off somebody's corpse. But
We
what the fuck
took
ever.
all of this stuff off someone's corpse.
So he just like pushes it forward and is like, so whoever wants this. For the record, it's a plus 1 short sword.
Ooh.
+1 to slashing.
+1 to attack rolls and +1 to damage.
Pretty.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that should go into sell pile unless somebody wants.
I mean, it's a magic sword.
It's magic and it does extra damage.
I'll
I
have
don't know. I just kind of assumed that Galen would want it since.
It was his quest.
I don't know if I want a reminder of what we did.
Oh my
To be
god.
quite
Let's
honest,
let's just put it in the bag of holding and hang on to it, just in case.
All right.
sounds like a good
Who knows, I
idea.
might pick up swordsmanship at some point. Like, actually.
Zach, say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're there. Okay, so 1 + 1 short sword.
We're putting it in the bag of holding for now.
It's a +1 and +1.
Yes.
Yeah, just +1.
Just full +1. All right. Cool.
Sweet.
You've got that weird disarming mouse. I like hand a cage out to the table. No, actually, I don't because that was on
Zerzy.
Zerzy when he died.
Oh no, the
Oh,
poor
the poor
mouse.
mouse.
The
Disintegrated.
poor mouse.
By the way, I still
Too
have
soon,
it.
Zach.
He's
Too
the real,
soon.
He's the real hero.
Too soon. Yep. Yeah. You know, just too soon.
It's like 2 weeks ago, but too soon.
He pushes out 2 scrolls, and he's like, "All right, this scroll, it's a typical paper scroll. It has some green ink written on it in a language you guys can't understand." He's like, "This is a scroll of spike growth. Basically, casts a spell for you, and it makes people feel like they're running into invisible spikes.
Wow.
Not
Ouch.
fully invisible. They can pay attention if they're real good, but like,
Sounds terrifying.
yeah. Anyway, so there's that. This one. Did you guys find a necromancer when we weren't around? When I was like not with you? Because this one reanimates the dead.
Nice.
Oh,
I don't remember everything we fight. Happens so fast.
Yeah, we've
So-
killed so many things.
well, the princess was the necromancer, wasn't she?
She
she
was,
did bring
but I
things
don't
back
think-
from the dead. I recall that.
That's, I mean, makes sense. I did fight a giant bone knuckle with you guys.
That thing
Yeah.
is not alive.
That gorilla creature with more arms than it should have had.
I feel like it's a bag of holding item. Unless
So
somebody
here's some scrolls, and I push it forward.
Scroll of animate dead or reanimate dead.
Yep.
And then
I take a little thing of white powder and look at,
Oh, finally!
Rigger.
I'm so excited.
and I'm like, dude, these are drugs, and I toss it back to you.
Do you know how long I've had
Nice.
that?
I don't know what to tell you.
what was the first scroll really quickly, Zach?
It's a scroll of spike growth,
Spike growth, right?
and that's another one that I made.
Okay,
So
that's-
you can literally just type in
Yeah.
scroll of spike growth and a scroll of animate dead.
Oh yeah.
I got the vial of white powder in like maybe our 3rd or 4th session.
Nice.
I take the Naga Fang. I don't know who I got this from, and I'm like, it's
Me.
just a fang. I
Give it
set
back,
on the
I want
table in front of you. And then I pull out a large, weird book and like gingerly like put it on the table. I'm like, first off, this thing is bound in tiefling skin. So
Jesus.
That must have
Oh,
been awkward.
no.
I'm a little offended and I push it forward. And I'm like,
How did you know it was
Pretty-
tiefling skin?
Pretty mastercraftful work there.
What did you expect, honestly, from Rugler?
So it's a good book, good read.
I don't know who wrote this. I assume it was the guy down that used to be married to the succubus. It has some really great knowledge about the anatomy of different fiends and demons and devils. And when I touch it, I get a really weird feeling, like maybe I know more than I should. I don't know. I don't want it. I don't care about it. Someone else take it.
I'll take it.
Damn it. Can we share?
Please
Sure.
take it.
And then he holds out one last thing, and he's like, plops this big old gold necklace on the table. It's the one that you guys got from the mage in the castle. And he's like, it's just fucking gold. Somebody used a spell focus. It's just gold.
Okay, cool.
Let's
First
sell
of
it.
all, Threat, thank you so much for your efforts. We appreciate you. Also,
Yeah,
I miss
thank
you
you,
every single day. What is right now in our sell pile? I feel the ring of make you attractive to married women and unattractive to unmarried women. No, just kidding. No, we don't. We had that's currently in the pile, right?
Yeah, it's in the sell pile.
Yes, I didn't write it.
Even though Regis wanted that.
You could sell
the
it to
short sword.
Regis.
It's in the pile.
I'm
Both
sorry?
scrolls.
No. The scrolls went into the bag of holding.
They're all in
Mhm.
the bag of holding. but we can just decide what we want to sell and what we want to keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The important
okay,
thing here is that you guys add what you want to your inventory.
Right. I have things in my inventory that I would like to sell,
Yeah,
and I would like to add the
Okay.
funds
Honestly-
either to me or to the group party. The party.
as far as things I want to sell, like part with, it's just the ring. That's really the only thing that I don't really care. I don't think any of us need or will ever need.
Yeah, I agree.
But the other stuff is all useful, in at least either one use or at some point. And we have
Yeah.
and we have a fucking bag of holding, so there's really no reason.
No. I totally agree. But I would like to donate some things that I've picked up to sell, and then add the contents to the group pile, to the group fund.
Such as
First of all, the Dresden heavy armor that I took, I'd like to give back in favor of my
this ceremonial armor. Cool.
ceremonial armor. I'd like to give back because my goddess wants me to wear her stuff. I also have a short bow, which I'll either give to someone or we should sell. I have a couple of daggers, which I don't use. Someone can have them or we can sell them. I also have both the king, who's totally still alive, and the princess, who's also still alive. Their crowns and tiara, silver jeweled crown and silver jeweled tiara.
Oh man, we should keep those.
Seriously?
I mean, they're
And I
fucking baller.
look at Thray looks at Regis and he's like shoves him into the bag holding. Like he pulls a dagger out and looks at Regis and is like,
There's like a
Regis
blood.
God damn it, I love you, Thray.
Regis just kind of like smiles at him and nods like, yeah.
There's like a bloody tuft of hair on the tiara. It's like
Yeah,
Also,
put
hang
those
on.
things in that bag. Good job.
I'm almost done. The fine rapier that also I took from the princess, and the whip I took from the princess.
ooh, you have a whip?
I do. Do you want the whip?
Yeah.
You can take the whip.
Okay. Is it a regular whip?
Just a regular, as far as I know.
All right,
Zach, I put it in the list I gave you. Is it just a regular whip?
it's just a regular whip.
It's a regular whip.
taking it.
It's pretty ornate. The handle to it has some like nice filigree, and it appears to be like ivory, an ivory grip to the whip. But
It's a
the
pretty
rest of it's just
whip.
a whip.
Fuck yeah, I love that ornate shit. Get in my inventory.
Are we
Oh, I also.
ending soon?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, it's late for you guys. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to finish this up. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have 10 gold worth of silver cutlery that I think I stole from the castle. And also blueprints of the city castle sewer system, in addition to the buildings.
cool.
Which I don't know if anybody wants them, but I have them.
Not really.
So I think we should sell all that stuff,
All right.
unless
Cool.
you want to
Yeah.
keep the crowns for whatever reason.
we can we'll tackle it next time. How about that?
All right.
That sounds like a plan to me.
All right.
Boom.
Nice job.
Done. It only took us a half hour to go through all the matches you guys got.
That was
might be
like you
surprised.
said, it was a lot of shit.
It's a lot of shit.
hmm
Okay. Cool.
Let's end the stream.
Let's end the stream.
And we're done with the stream.
We're real
I'm going
awkward.
to sleep.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night. See you
Bye.
next week.